everybody, to another exciting episode of Two Bar Connection with your hosts, Jesse and
James, what's happening, everybody? How we all doing today?
I. Doing great myself, man. How about you?
Doing peachy. I was flex yesterday. Then they called me off of work, so I actually got to sleep in. And I played Overwatch all day because of you. Now I'm playing again.
You're welcome.
and and yeah, and actually, you know what I've also been watching, dude? Valve released a documentary on Half-Life, the original one.
Oh,
And I've
really?
been yes, I actually was watching. I think I've watched like halfway through, and it's interesting. I guess how it all came together. You know how they got the Quake source code and all that stuff from. I don't know if it was John Carmack, but one of Carmack's friends knew somebody at Valve when they were first starting,
Hmm.
and they literally walked out with the source code for Quake, but
Uh
like
huh.
no contract signed or nothing. So that was pretty interesting.
Really? Okay. And then what happened with that code?
Well, that's what they use to run the game. So essentially, Half Life is built on the Quake engine, but
Hmm.
of course, it was heavily modified. And it turns out a lot of Valve's original development team were modders. So it seems it seems like modding has been running through through their veins since the very beginning. Um, but yeah, dude, super interesting, super interesting.
Ah, okay. All right.
Yeah, highly
That, that
recommend it.
that's what that you've been doing this week, just watching documentaries and working.
Well, that came out today, but
Hmm.
this week I've actually just been working a lot, and today was probably the first day I actually got off. I went to go see some patients for home health, but you know that's always easy. That's always easy money. So
Oh, man, that's good to hear.
yes, sirree. How you doing, man?
I'm doing all right. I haven't played too many games. I played a little bit of Overwatch. Um,
Mm.
just been kind of busy, and but in between that, I went to the movies with my family. Like we went, all of us. We
Oh,
saw the Holdovers with Paul Giamatti. Um, Really good movie. It's
really?
actually it's a really nice. It's a holiday movie. Directed by Alex Payne, who also did the movie Sideways and The Descendants. If you haven't seen those movies, those are good movies. You should watch those. Um,
Hmm.
and but pretty much the thing is that it's about a really like grumpy history teacher that works like an all boarding school that has to take care of one student who's been left over, who's been holed over from the holidays. His parents never came to pick him up from the school.
Oh, okay.
And
Interesting.
pretty much it's about two depressed assholes like learning to get along with each other. But it's a beautiful movie. It has a really beautiful ending. It has a great message to it, and I highly
Okay.
recommend it. And
All
and
right
I
then.
I really like Paul Giamatti because I think he's
Me
super
too, dude.
underrated.
No, super underrated, man. And growing up, everyone watched Big Fat Liar, so I always knew he was funny. But the movie that really solidified him as a good actor, in my opinion, was The Illusionist. Have you seen that
Oh
movie with
yes, yes, I
Edward
have.
Norton?
Yes, I
Dude,
have that movie where everyone talks like this and they talk really fast, so I can't really tell what they're saying. Like it was like watching a Christopher Nolan movie. It was like, excuse me, Mr. Sound Mixer, can you? I can't understand what they're saying. All I hear are English accents and mumbling.
and mumbling so that they don't know that, so that you don't know that their accents might be so terrible. Actually, it wasn't
Being
even like English; it was like Austrian, right? It's supposed to be like an Austrian
No,
accent.
I think they had English accents because that's like the ubiquitous European accent where you don't can you.
Yes,
It's like,
yeah, yeah.
oh, this takes place in France. Everyone speaks in English accents. This takes place in Germany. Everyone speaks in British
Everyone speaks.
accents. This takes place in
Oh,
Russia. Everyone speaks in British accents. Just everyone in Europe just speaks in British accents.
it's like
But
kind
you
of
know
kind of
what?
how
Those accents acted really well. I can say that about the Illusionist.
they did. But
Those are some good ass acting accents.
yeah, but yeah, all right. The holdovers. I'll have to check that out then.
Yeah,
I
yeah,
might.
really good movie. Also, do you remember him in Shoot 'Em Up?
Oh, bro,
Do you remember that
yes,
movie of Clive Owen? That's crazy ass movie.
yes, bro. Where he eats a carrot and like he gets like super vision, like super zoom vision. Oh my god,
He kills
it's
a
one
dude
of
with it.
those,
With it.
bro.
He
It's one
kills a
of
dude. He
those like
sticks it in his mouth and then punches it through his throat.
yes, dude.
It just pops out of his head. That movie's ridiculous. That's another movie I recommend. That's just a stupid ass movie. It's fun.
Absolutely, highly recommend the shoot 'em up.
But
And
yeah,
also,
I saw that, and then man, I saw some interesting trailers. You
no,
saw that?
please enlighten me, because what'd you tell
Don't.
everybody?
Yeah,
What you had?
you
What you had me just watch, like literally minutes before we started recording. Tell them, please, before
bro.
I,
So you ready for Sony's next big hit in the Spider-Verse?
bro,
You ready for that? For that Madam Web?
bro, I,
That Madam
guys,
Web, that character that was like in like 2 episodes of that Spider-Man cartoon.
bro, oh my, I don't even know what the fuck I saw. I just heard it was
You saw art,
trash.
buddy. You saw the
I
next.
saw, I saw
You know what you saw?
comments.
You saw the newest CW series. It's gonna be lined up right now. That shit looks like.
I actually heard someone say that because it's something else too. I saw a video on uh on Batgirl and like kind of what happened before they pulled the plug on the movie,
Uh huh.
and they compare. There was a meme that compared that movie to this Madam Web movie, and DC's like, oh man, like I don't think we're really proud of this Batgirl movie. We're just gonna cancel it. And then meanwhile, Sony, oh wow, and like you said, an unaired CW show pilot. Let's fucking put it in IMAX.
Yeah, you have
You know,
HBO where it's like this movie isn't very good. We're just gonna cut it
yeah,
off, and then Sony takes like the opposite problem where it's like this movie's shit. Let's put it on the big screen. Show people want to see this.
I guess they forgot about Morbius.
No, I don't think they learned their lesson from Morbius. Remember, they
I know
rescreened it.
they rescreened it because they thought, oh shit, people want it back because how
People
much did it?
people are being unironic with their beat.
How much money did it make? More
I don't know.
billion dollars.
I think a
It
more
made almost
billion dollars. Yes, exactly.
Oh my god!
Yes, it made more $1 billion. It made
It
more
made
money
almost billion.
than Endgame and Avatar combined.
Oh my god, bro! I still
Than
gets me
both
to this,
Avatar movies combined.
bro. Still to this day, the scene where he said it's Morbin time. Ugh, cinematic perfection.
Yo.
And yes, that was in the movie.
No, it wasn't.
Yes, it was. I
No.
saw the YouTube video. They posted the scene on YouTube.
Surely YouTube.
It surely
YouTube
wasn't.
won't lie to me.
It surely wasn't an AI rendition of a poorly superimposed mouth on his on his face.
Yes. Yeah, I'm gonna have to show you. I'm gonna have to teach you the concept of shit posts one of these days.
Shit post. It was definitely not a superimposed mouth. That was 100% real. That was just a post production and CGI blues because the VFX artists were probably tired.
Well, now everyone's gonna have a new line to me with that Madam Web line where the exposition dump where it says, "Oh, who is he? That's Ezekiel. He used to research what was it?
He worked with my mom in the Amazon researching spiders
before she died." Wow, that's a mouthful of a sentence you said there, girl.
I'm like, what?
You could have just said it was your mom's former research partner. That's all you have to say. And you could have showed the spiders because there was a lot of spider imagery there, bro.
Bro, there was literally a guy.
They want you to remind you, hey, we still own Spider-Man. We still own Spider-Man.
This is a Spider-Man movie.
I'm gonna have to pause this for yeah. So where were we? Oh yeah, Madam Web fucking sucks.
Yes, indeed. Madam Web is blows. Not so far. Nothing about Spider-Man. In fact, the spider suit that guy Ezekiel was wearing, it had no spider logo on it. But dude, it was a fucking Spider-Man suit. Like, come on.
Yeah, it was a Party City Spider-Man suit.
Party City. We have Spider-Man suit at home. That's my favorite.
Yes, that was
comment from you.
Yeah, it did have we have Spider-Man at home energy to it.
Yes.
So
um,
yeah, kind of can't wait for that disaster to show up so I can enjoy
so we
watching it
can
without watching it. Can
we're
enjoy
gonna
it
meme
without
on it.
watching it. We're gonna be
We're
everyone
gonna
can
meme
just
on
meme
it.
on it.
Absolutely.
Man, just what the fuck is going on with Sony, man? Between this, did you see Craven? Like all the stuff we're doing with Craven also. Oh my god, like
I don't know
he's
why.
like apparently he's not a hunter. He's like an animal lover now, and
The environmentalist
oh
that
my
takes on
god,
the.
what the fuck?
I
You
know.
know, the thing is like um with Madam Web also, I actually just remember this. Like
What?
I remember because they've been talking about doing like spin-off movies for Spider-Man for the longest time because they want to do. Remember when the Amazing Spider-Man was around?
Yeah.
Yeah, like they originally wanted to do like a Spider-Verse with the Amazing Spider-Man involved, but then
Yeah.
number two sucked so much ass they just stopped doing it altogether. But at the time they were talking about doing like a Black Cat and Silver Sable movie. They were gonna do a secret agent Aunt May. Which like what the fuck? Okay, I guess.
Was that a
Um,
comic book story at all?
I don't know. I don't
Never.
know, dude. I don't know. But whatever. That was gonna be like a prequel. And then Madam Web was another one they were talking about doing. And apparently, like I don't know if it's changed, but originally they were talking about how the plot was gonna be about Madam Web trying to save Peter Parker's parents from being killed before he's born.
Hmm.
What is it,
Interesting.
does that remind you of anything?
Hmm. Researching in the.
I'll give you a hint. Do 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 do.
Oh God.
We were gonna get fucking Spider Terminator the movie.
You know what, dude? I would have been down for that. I would have been down for Spider Terminator over this crap, whatever this is. But yeah. So yeah, so I don't know what they're doing. Craven also looks like it sucks. Like it just
Yeah.
doesn't make any sense. Like they're taking the names of these characters, but that's all they're taking. Their name. And they're just making new characters wearing like these skins of characters we already know.
And then
So
and then Sony has the fucking balls, bro, to be like, oh no, we're gonna connect this to the MCU, right? You're gonna if I'm like, fuck you, man. Fuck
bro.
you. And this did you see the post credit scene for Morbius?
No.
Oh my god, he's so fucking
No,
stupid.
not.
Oh my god, he's somehow okay. So the post credit scene for Morbius is that he somehow ends up meeting up with MCU Vulture, like MCU
Whoa.
Vulture, like right?
Why? How? Like, what universe is that?
I don't know. It just happens. It doesn't even make sense because like supposedly it's supposed to take place like in between like both like what was it No Way Home, right? But No Way Home like he corrected everything. So like
Yes, dude.
because Vultures comes in like during the post credit scene, he's like, hey, I think we can team up. Like, what the
Oh
fuck?
my.
What?
That makes no freaking sense, though. Oh my
Aren't you supposed to be
god.
back in the MC? Yeah. Because so somebody's like that annoying little brother, be like, hey, I can play too. Like, no. You sit the fuck down, shut up, give the license to people who know what they're doing, and just collect your money. That's it. That's all you got to do.
Just let
Please,
the professionals.
just stop. Just give him Feige do his work. Okay, even though MCU has been doing too hot lately. But I'll still take MCU over whatever the fuck somebody's trying to do.
Uh, man, that's a hard pill to swallow.
I know, but
Oh, another example too. The end credits for No Way Home.
uh-huh.
Where Tom Hardy's Eddie Brock.
Oh yes, I forgot about that.
Dude, he literally came into the universe. Everyone was hyped, and then he literally left. That's it. And then he left a piece of the Venom behind, which apparently is supposed to foreshadow, like, a Tom Holland edgy Spider-Man.
Yeah,
Or,
but oh my god, like it's just such a stupid ass.
it's freaking dumb. They should really just let their animated animation department handle the Spider-Man stories because
Yes, please, just
they're
let
fucking up so bad with these. I don't even know what they're trying to do. I really don't.
they just do whatever they can, whatever dumb little idea comes to their little minds.
Whatever.
That's all they want to do. But you know what? You know what's speaking of Spider-Man stuff, I got a little some
What?
to show everybody.
Was that? No way! You got one,
Oh yeah, baby! And look who's here.
dude.
Swinging to safeties. I mean, well,
Dude.
no, I was saying to safe. What the fuck did I just say? Swinging into action. There we go.
Get into action, dude. That's awesome. When'd you pick that up?
Spider-Man. Oh yeah, I got it just now. Just read today.
Oh, sweet.
Got it on a Black Friday deal. So for those of you who are listening, I got the Black Friday PS5 Spider-Man 2 bundle, and it comes with the PS5 Slim, the newest one, and Spider-Man 2, and it would cost $500. So pretty much you pretty much get Spider-Man for free because it's originally the bundle's $560 for the whole thing, but it's $500 for just the whole thing.
Dude, that's awesome.
Yeah, because normally you'd have to get the Slim and then you'd have to get the game separately, but with this you just pay $500 and then you get the game for free. So still a pretty penny, but hey, you know what? I am now a PS5er, right? And this is the Slim, so it'll probably fit a little better in my room. Because this is not going to my TV room because my dad's gonna steal it.
Yeah, it's gonna take over.
My dad already stole my PS4 from me. You know what? It's fine. Keep it. I got the PC. I'm happy with the PC, and soon I'll be playing with the PS5. The only thing is, I didn't play the Miles Morales game, so I there might be some things that might be lost on me, but I'm confident they won't design the game, or they didn't design the game in such a way where I have to play the Miles Morales game to know what's going on.
Yeah, well, I mean, you could always just play it off of my library. So
I could do that, but I'm still playing some games now. I'm still playing Lunacid. I haven't beaten it yet.
Okay.
I'm gonna beat it soon, and then when I beat that, maybe I'll play the Miles Morales game before I play this game. But I'm kind of worried that I might get burned down on Spider-Man stuff if I do that. So maybe I'll just go straight to Spider-Man 2, and then sometime later next year I'll play Miles Morales. So that'll probably be the plan. Oh man, some water.
Wow.
Good, some good water. All right, man. So you ready to talk about some news, man? Because we got quite a lot here.
Yeah, we do. Yeah, we do. We
were talking some shit about Sony and. Sorry, talking shit about Sony and then buying by the way, Sony movie, you suck. But hey, you know what? Sony gaming, you guys are all right.
You guys are doing pretty damn good. You're eating well.
Doing all right, okay, and you'll do even better. I guess maybe once Jim Ryan's gone.
Yeah,
we'll see where that goes. But for today's news stories, we actually have quite a few. So the rundown is that first we have a kind of a weird and sad story with Gerard the Completionist being accused of charity fraud, and we also have YouTube ad blockers. We're going to discuss about how YouTube's new anti-ad blocker measures are kind of a pain in the ass, failing. And we have another story. Other discussion about how Modern Warfare 3 kind of sucks, which I feel is going to expand into a larger discussion about how Modern Warfare and Call of Duty as a whole just has been going downhill. We also have, speaking of Sony, and Sony movies, we have a very interesting story about how Sony and Nintendo are working on a live-action Zelda movie. We also have some, gas. Also have another story about how the SAG-AFTRA strike has finally ended. Thank goodness. And after that, we have a discussion about The Escapist and about how the entire Escapist video team left the company and decided to form Second Wind. And then finally, we have award season, right? It's that time of year again where video game awards, the video game Oscars is among us.
Yeah.
We'll be having some discussions about that. But first, I really want to talk about the biggest one because this one's very recent. And this one's about a very prominent figure, and that is Gerard the Completionist has been recently accused of charity fraud. So for some context here, Gerard the Completionist is a YouTuber, a very popular YouTuber with I don't know how many. Do you know how many subscribers he has?
There's a lot.
It's like well over 1 million.
Yeah, yeah.
Point
Actually,
is,
yeah.
he's one of the YouTubing OGs.
Yes.
Um, great content creator all around. He seems like a really cool guy. Although after this story, kind of brings his credibility into question.
Yeah.
And every year he runs a charity called Indieland, where he highlights a bunch of upcoming indie games. And during that time, he asks for donations, and those donations goes towards a foundation called the Open Hand Foundation, which is meant to contribute to research against dementia. And he opened this foundation in sorry in memory of his mother who died of dementia.
Mm.
However, it seems that for the past 10 years, which is about as long as the charity has been around, strangely, he hasn't donated a single dime of it. Now you're
Yeah.
probably thinking like, "Oh man, is he pocketing the money?" Well, no. See, that's also the weird thing because it seems that according to IRS filings, that like it's just sitting there in the bank. And as for the video, I forgot what it is. There's a video. I know you didn't see it, but there's two videos by Mutahar, who is Some Ordinary Gamers. That's the first YouTube channel, and then the other YouTube channel is Carl Jober. I believe his name
Jobst.
is Jobs.
Yeah,
Right,
Jobst. Yeah. I don't know if
Jobs.
it's yeah, Jobst. Yeah. I don't.
Yeah, they did a collaborative investigation into it, and they looked into all the IRS filings, which by the way are all public information.
Yes.
And they found that yeah, like there's just there's been no donating for it. And when they reached out to Gerard, Gerard said that first he wasn't aware that the money was not being donated until as recently as 2021, and that at that time he was taking more active steps towards trying to find um, someone to donate it to because this is a foundation that's run by his family. So I'm thinking what happened is that he just kind of assumed his family was going to handle it. Um,
Yes.
but none of that money has been donated, and Gerard's justification for why it still hasn't been donated is because he said he's been trying to look for the right donor for it because he doesn't want to give it to some charity that's just going to burn through that money on administrative costs
Yeah.
and is or like might potentially pocket it because they're shady, or it might just go to a doctor's salary or something like that. But the maximum amount of contributions that he has collected through Indieland and through the Open Hand Foundation rounds out at around $600,000.
Yes.
So I mean, it kind of begs the question, like, why do you need 10 years to find out what to do with $600,000? Because
Yeah.
like
I mean,
it can't be that difficult.
well, I mean, to Gerard's credit, I don't know. I know you probably heard about this story that apparently all of the research that has been done on Alzheimer's has been fake, which essentially has set back Alzheimer's research a whole decade.
Really,
So,
I haven't heard anything on that. Where'd
oh
you hear
yeah,
that?
I forgot where the article was, but we talked about it in our chat. Let me just research it. But there was a so one of the core ideas of Alzheimer's and one of the core research papers that has been used to drive research forward has apparently been identified as fraudulent. I think the researchers lost their license or in the process or are in the process of having their credentials reviewed
Mm-hmm.
um, until they ultimately are like, yeah, so we have determined that you indeed produced fraudulent research results and we're going to take action. But but yeah, hang on, let me see. Alzheimer's disease
That's very interesting. Yeah,
fraud.
that sucks. That really
Okay, here
really
we go.
sucks.
Allegations. Okay, here we go. Allegations of fraud. Okay, here we go. So you may have heard recently of the high-profile case of alleged scientific fraud in the Alzheimer's disease field. The first author of a Nature paper describing a dodecameric form of oligomeric amyloid beta. Sorry,
Science words.
science words. Have been accused of manipulating bands on Western blots. One of the key pieces of evidence in the papers. Okay, so apparently there's I guess there's blots that are used to identify Alzheimer's, and yeah, and apparently they were faking it. So recent reports. Okay, so some of the figures in a highly cited paper using animal models of Alzheimer's disease published in Nature in 2006 may have been altered, and thus the conclusions are suspect. So this is a very highly cited paper. So like I said, it forms essentially one of the core aspects of Alzheimer's research and has been a part of the field for a very very long time. So if this does turn out to be untrue and fraud and fake, um then there's a whole, what was it, 2006? Oh, so more than 10 years. So
Dude, pretty much like
50,
15 years at this
yeah,
point.
so 15 years of Alzheimer's research gone and reset. So,
Oh
but
yeah,
there's
you saw that
still,
on Georgetown EDU? That's where you looked?
yes, yeah, yeah,
Wow.
allegations of fraud
Okay.
and Alzheimer's disease. Yeah, I mean, I'll have to look up more into it because I remember, man, I forgot where did we where we found it, but yeah. So apparently, there's a. I'm sorry, we're going off on a little tangent here, but
Mm-hmm.
there's something called the amyloid hypothesis, and
Uh huh.
that's let me see where it says here. Okay, so series of studies there's apparently a toxic form of alpha beta um, proteins, and that is essentially they find a lot of that protein in the brain when someone has neurodegenerative disorders. So they found that so in the mid 2000s, around 2006, when the paper was published, they reported a toxic form of the alpha beta proteins in the brains of mouse models of Alzheimer's diseases, and researchers hoped that this protein would form these plaques around around the neurons.
Oh yeah, I think I heard something similar.
Yes,
I think I remember. 'Cause I remember seeing like in college about dementia, specifically Alzheimer's, and like the theories, and one of them was involving that like your brain like just starts producing this toxic form of a neurotransmitter, and eventually forms plaques in your brains that prevents neurotransmitters from properly going through your brain.
yes, which then leads to I mean, dementia and other forms of neurodegenerative disorders. But
Yeah, motor dysfunction,
yeah,
speech impediment, stuff like that.
but I mean, but to go back to the subject, so I get it. You know, there's been fraud even in this field, so
Hmm.
he wants to find a place, but again, pocketing $600,000, for money that's supposed to be for charity is like, you know, it's not a good look.
No, it's not a good look at all. And it also kind of begs the question, why continue Indieland if he knew this was going on? Because he knew about this, according to him, knew about this by 2022, 2021, but he still did Indieland those years, and he
Yes.
did it this year too. So like, why not? Why are you still asking for donations and still telling people, hey, your money's going to Alzheimer's and dementia research when it's clearly not true? Like, none of the money has been deposited at this point. He's not personally pocketing it; it's still sitting in that bank account.
Yeah.
But it's still someone in a court, a lawyer could probably make the case that you are misleading people.
Well, I mean, yes, because you say that the money is going to research and foundation and charities, and yet it is not. So the case, yeah, so there's a case definitely to be made there. Um, there was also I think it was Jobs that had said that there was a quote um, on the website for Open Hand Foundation from David Kessler,
Mm-hmm.
stating that I am deeply grateful for your gift to the UCSF School of Medicine. Your support of front temporal dementia is invaluable and all that stuff. But Jobs pointed out that he was actually fired from his role in 2007 before before Open Hands registered as a nonprofit, a full 7 years. So that's kind of sus, you know,
Mm-hmm.
that you have a quote from a dude. and yet he was fired. He wasn't even a part of the company. So there's a lot of air that needs to be cleaned up, and I think uh, should honestly clear this up as soon as possible and get that money donated as soon as possible.
Yeah, I
It's
feel like there's gonna be a Gerard the Completionist video on this, like a video from himself giving a testimony on what happened.
yeah.
Probably not anytime soon, I imagine, because this is very
No, this is very recent.
this is a recent. This is also a huge legal minefield. So
Yes,
I imagine he has to consult lawyers before even beginning production on such a video explaining on what happened in this situation. I mean,
absolutely.
my head theory is that someone in his family is shady and might be, I don't know, doing something to mismanage the money, and Gerard just kind of trusted his family because it's family. Like, why would you not, trust your family to handle it?
Yeah,
And he didn't know about it until recently, and then I don't know, maybe he was overwhelmed between YouTubing and all the things that he does, so, and also being paranoid about like where to send the money to, that he just kind of had kind of like in a state of paralysis
yeah. He's in state of
at this
paralysis.
point. And then he probably felt, I don't know, maybe like he didn't want to let people down with Indie Land, so he wants to keep doing Indie Land. But at the end of the day, he is the face of this charity, so all the blame is going to be on him. So I think I do want to hear his side of the story before I fully pass judgment on him. But he
I
has to know
agree.
this is a very bad look.
No, it is a very bad look, and I don't really watch. I didn't watch much of the completionist videos, but from what I've seen, he's good at what he does, and he seems like a really genuine dude. And all the work that he does shows that he is genuine. So that's why, really, I think giving him the benefit of the doubt would be not such a bad idea in this case.
Yeah,
So
yeah. I mean, kind of reminds me of. Do you remember Pro Jared?
yeah,
I mean, I know it's the same thing, but like, because Pro Jared was being accused of like very, very heinous stuff,
very serious
very,
stuff.
very heinous sexual stuff, and he came out with his own testimony, but it was like a year or two after the fact. So
Yeah,
I imagine if Gerard might be on a similar trajectory, maybe it might be a little bit sooner,
yeah,
because this might, because I think like when you have sexual misconduct, that might be a bit more sensitive and more difficult
yeah, because
to come up with a testimony for,
yes,
especially when there isn't much evidence. But in Jared's case, like he was he posted the video like 2 years after the fact, or like a year and a half after the fact, and he was being accused of like grooming some minor. But he in his video he showed like there was like a bunch of inconsistencies in the minor's story.
hmm
One of them being that the minor in question had a massive head injury, and they were in and out of the hospital for like years on end, and they were suffering through hallucinatory episodes during
mm,
that time.
interesting.
So
Yeah,
I kind of brought a lot of those things into question. And then as for the
well,
stuff with his wife, he was pretty much like, yeah, it's none of your business, which is fair.
yeah, of course.
I think
Well, I
it's
mean,
fair. Like all the stuff is, I mean, the worst you could probably say about him is that he's a bad husband, but we don't know. It's a thing between them. It's a he said, she said kind of thing. So
yeah,
we don't know, but
yeah,
again, it reminds me of it a bit.
yeah. Actually, I don't even know what happened to Pro Jared. I don't even know if it was true or not, like the accusations. But
At least for the stuff with the minor, he says that it's not true, and
yeah,
he does provide evidence for it, and he said that he's was consulting lawyers and he's working on it with lawyers for years, and so at least based on the video, it makes sense that
yeah.
those accusations particularly weren't entirely true. There was also the accusations of about how he had like a Tumblr or something, or like him and fans would like put like nudes
Oh,
on, which is really fucking weird. But according to him, it was like supposed to be like body positivity, and he'd let everyone know ahead of time, like, no, you have to be of age. And he also acknowledged that, yes, I know that I'm a popular YouTuber and that this is a power dynamic, but I did all the precautions to make sure that That only the proper people were interacting on that Tumblr.
Interesting.
But it's still fucking weird. Like, why would you do it in the first place? Like,
Internet's a weird spot, dude. You know this. You know there's weirdos everywhere.
like weirdness aside, like why would you open yourself up like that?
Because you
Like you
can.
have to know
Because you can, and so
that
they
if you get
will.
caught with this stuff, it's gonna look bad.
Again, it's because they can do it, so they will, because they think themselves, you know, they think themselves super. I don't know what you call it, powerful and vulnerable. Whatever. It's like the brain of a teenager. They think that they can do no wrong and that nothing can hurt them. But yeah, maybe if it was an OnlyFans, people would see it differently. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe, but OnlyFans wasn't a thing at the time.
I know. Well, maybe
Or at
it
least
was.
it was, but it wasn't nearly as big as it is now.
Yeah. Well, maybe if they would have paid. Maybe if it wasn't like a free service. I don't know. Don't mind me. I'm just telling a bad joke. Just
I didn't even know it was a joke. It didn't register in my mind, to be honest. But to conclude, I'm here's to hearing Gerard's side. I hope he comes out with something soon. I hope that
Yeah.
money gets donated soon because the money needs to go somewhere. Right? It can't just be sitting there in a bank account
Yeah.
for 10 years on end. And oh yeah, I also forgot to mention that he's not going to be on Friends Per Second for a little while temporarily.
Hmm.
Yeah, that's a Skill Up's podcast.
Yeah.
That's pretty much how I know Gerard from, because I too don't really listen to his. I too don't watch his videos, but I do get a feel for him. I know of him through the podcast, and he seems like a cool dude
Yeah.
on the podcast. So, yeah. So here's to hearing from him soon, hearing his side of the story, and hopefully it's not as bad as it seems. It's pretty fucking bad.
Yeah.
But you know what else is bad on YouTube?
YouTube. I'm sorry, just kidding.
Besides YouTube,
I probably shouldn't be talking shit. Nah, dude. Tell how it is. Tell us YouTube.
algorithm's gonna punish us now.
Yeah, dude. Tell us the new stunning and brave policy that they have.
Yeah, so YouTube has recently implemented a blocker for your ad blocker. And well, it sucks about as much ass as it sounds.
But
So I don't know how recently you discovered this, but like I think it was like a week ago. I think when I first got hit with it, or 2 weeks ago, I think is when I got hit with it. And so for those of you who may not use YouTube too much, if you go into YouTube and you have an ad blocker on, it'll say something along the lines of, it seems like you have a ad blocker. Using an ad blocker is against the terms of services against YouTube. Ads help keep YouTube free for billions of people around the world, and yada, 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 all that stuff, right? And then at the end it says, you get to watch 3 more videos before we finally shut off your ability to play videos. And so when I saw that, I was like, what the fuck? They found out?
I have not been hit with this yet. So
Yes.
I can't relate.
And tell us why. Why have you not been hit? Well, redacted. No. You can say redacted. You don't have to name drop it.
No, actually, no.
You want to name drop it?
No, redacted.
But I am okay.
But I am using. But dude, I've been using the same ad block that I have been using. Okay. So
you're using redacted ad blocker.
Yeah, I'm using redacted,
which I have moved on to too. But even then, it's not perfect because I have to move into incognito mode.
Yeah, well, it's weird though because I don't even have to do that, so I don't know why it's so weird like that. But in any case, what YouTube is learning is that they've inadvertently made ad blockers better by implementing these changes. And like every ad block has now made changes and are now updating their softwares to get around the ad blocks. So
man.
No, they
get fucked.
Get fucked, indeed. Like, yeah, I first heard about this from Lewis Rossman's YouTube channel, and he's very outspoken. He's a very outspoken against ads and against YouTube Premium, and honestly against any like paid subscription service. In fact, he's a fan of Jack Sparrow. Let's just put it to you that way. And he
Yeah,
actually,
yeah.
yeah,
He had a video earlier today about
yes,
like
yeah,
he's never gonna pay for Netflix again.
oh
Fuck
yeah,
Netflix. And then during that time, he also mentioned how he's never gonna connect his smart TV to the
yes,
internet
yes.
because there was stories about how the CIA could potentially be turning your smart TV
Well,
into a mic.
they turn on your smartphone and turn it into a mic. So
So yeah, so this guy is definitely very, very pro privacy,
yes, dude,
very anti ads.
very anti ads, very anti corporate, very much a fan of right to repair. Like he really believes that people should know how to repair their own products instead of having to take them back to the manufacturer, where they can charge you $300 to fix a screw, Apple, and then
Yeah, because he's a repairman, right?
yeah,
That's his business.
that's his business
And
essentially.
that's how he started YouTube. He started showing people how to repair their MacBooks. I think is what it was.
Yep, yeah, and it got to a point where Apple, I think, started to I forgot what it's called. I think they started to make their blueprints secret. So, in order to make it harder for these people to repair their products, and what he did was he essentially would just buy the product and just break it down bit by bit and show you how to fix it. But then Apple began to uh fuck, what's the word? Link the screen to the motherboard. So if you ever change the screen or the motherboard, like they don't match, so it ends up not working. And I think he found a workaround for that too. Anyway, he's really big on fighting these fights that are all like pretty common sense. And of course, the whole thing with ads is a big pet peeve of his. And he even says like, I have a YouTube channel where I have millions of subscribers and they all watch videos, and I get my money from ads. And even then, I'm telling you, like, you don't have to. He's a big proponent of ad blockers. He thinks streaming services suck. That's why he's an advocate for piracy. And to be fair, he's absolutely correct. No, not to be fair. He is correct. but but yeah, he's a cool dude. I like this guy a lot. He says all the right things.
Yeah. So, do you know specifically how the ad blockers have been changing
I
the way they've to get
not
around the ad blocking?
not really. And I imagine they don't want to say anything
Yeah, yeah, I imagine.
lest, YouTube make adjustments. But probably some computer coding bullshit, YouTube says, okay, we're gonna block code B, and then they go, okay, here's code C, and then no more ads, some shit like that. I'm not a programmer, so but but yeah. And there's also
Yeah.
another video too where he actually was talking about Linus Tech Tips and the whole where Linus says that ad block is piracy. Have you seen that one?
No, I have not. Tell me about it.
What?
Oh, what's going on? So wait, Linus Tech says that ad block is piracy.
Yes. Yeah, essentially, because I guess this was about a year ago, and he was talking about how a lot of the revenue from Linus Tech Tips comes from ads,
Uh huh.
and he says like that's where all our revenue comes from. So if you use ad block, we're not getting revenue, and that's you're essentially taking revenue from us, and that's considered piracy. And it's like what? Okay, and I get it, since that's where your revenue is coming from, but I don't think that's the same thing.
I mean, YouTube is a free service, so like, I didn't enter a contract review or YouTube just by entering the site to be like, no, I'm not gonna use ad blockers, right? Because what if I don't have an account? What if I don't have a Google account? Right?
Yeah,
They like to say that, oh, like it's an implied contract. Okay, but I don't have an account with you, right? So I'm just someone who's just hovering in,
yeah,
and so like I haven't consented to anything. I have not been informed of any contract. because I do not have an account with you.
Yeah.
It's like if I walk into a store, right? Like if I'm just window shopping, you know.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly. So but yeah, dude, the thing is ad sucks. Like people don't like the service they're being provided, but because there's no better service, they're dealing with it, you know? Or you use redacted applications to
Yeah, which you told me about. So
yeah, well no, not only that, I forgot what, but Lewis Rossman actually brings up an app that he uses, but in the video, but I can't remember what it's called. I'll have to go back and watch it later. But I always thought it was interesting that I'm sorry, I thought it was cool because I remembered an old quote from Gabe from Gaben,
yep,
Lord Gabin,
the famous quote.
the famous quote. Yeah, he says the only way to stop piracy is to offer a service that's better. And
Yep, it's not a pricing issue; it is a service issue.
exactly, and guess what? Steam essentially solved video game piracy for the most part. For the most part, but still, dude, like it doesn't get better than that. So I think it, you know, people don't want to offer a better service, or people, or businesses, or corporations rather. They want to squeeze the most money out of you while putting in the least effort possible, which is a mindset that's been running rampant everywhere, and that's why piracy is making a comeback.
Yeah, we're all saving the seven seas now, boys.
Yes, the great it truly is another great pirate age. I know I'm saying that quote wrong. I'm sorry, I don't watch One Piece. But
Neither do I. So
okay, I don't feel so bad now.
no, the One Piece is huge.
The One
My
Piece is
niece loves it. I got her
wait, who loves
bit
it?
of a tangent, but my niece.
Oh, your niece. Oh, really? She
Yeah,
likes
yeah,
One
yeah.
Piece?
She loves One Piece. She loves that show. I actually got her. I got her a sweater for Christmas with Chopper on it, who's the little reindeer guy, because that's her favorite character.
Oh, that's awesome. Oh, that's cute. I
So
like
she'll
that.
get that for Christmas. Of course, it's oversized because she likes it oversized. She likes baggy clothes.
Nice.
Yeah. There's also another video that I saw called the Cobra Effect
Mm.
by a YouTube channel called Galaxius, and it talks about how so essentially the Cobra Effect is um, a solution that's introduced to a problem that causes the problem to be worse. And
Mm.
the reason why it's called the Cobra Effect is because there's a like an urban legend or some kind of I say it's an urban legend, would be fair to say, amongst India, where back when India was still a British colony, India had a cobra problem, and the British decided to implement a bounty system on cobras and give money to people who killed cobras. But what ended up happening was people ended up just capturing the cobras and then breeding them and then killing them, and then they would just make money that way. When the British found out about it, they decided to end the program. But
Mm.
then all those cobras that got bred got released into the wild because they were useless to the Indians. So then the cobra population ended up quadrupling at that point. And so the this person's argument is that YouTube is kind of doing the same thing, where
Absolutely.
by implementing ad blockers, people are just going to find ways to exploit it, and people are generally going to start veering more towards ad blockers and increase the use of ad blockers because look, man, ads are a pain in the ass.
Yeah, dude, no one wants to watch ads. Like ads that's why none of us want that's why none of us watch TV. Like literally.
Yeah, I look. Most people don't mind ads, but it has to be within reason, right? Like, like Twitch. Twitch is it's horrible. If you watch it without a membership, like today I was watching Flats, and I swear, like every 30 minutes, I was getting hit with like 9 ad blocks, like a block with like 9 ads back to back, and these aren't like 15-second, 30-second ads like they are on YouTube. Because like, well, at least for me, my ad experience of YouTube hasn't been too bad. At least in the mobile app, I don't know how it is on the computer. It could possibly be worse. But on the mobile app, I've never had to sit more than like 45 seconds, which isn't that bad. And there's a skip button too, so you could just skip. You could, if you're forced to watch the first ad, they'll generally give you the skip button for the second ad.
Mhm.
So it's not that bad. But Twitch, oh my god, you're gonna get hit with like 9 ads back to back, and each one is gonna be like a minute
God,
or 90 seconds.
that's really bad.
And at that point, it's like, dude, have you not heard of loss aversion? Like, I don't think they understand the concept of loss aversion, right? Like the you know, you have a natural aversiveness to loss, right? So like the more time you lose on something, the more time you need to spend to feel like you got, you know, that time back. So like if I'm watching something for 30 minutes and then I have to sit through 10 minutes of ads, right? The next time I'm gonna feel like I have to watch 45 minutes of content before I start, you know, feeling the return on my value, the
Yeah.
return on my investment. In this case, being my time, because time is also valuable, right? You don't want to spend half your time looking at some ad for some product you don't give a shit about, like fucking Genshin Impact.
Oh my God, yes.
Or Honkai Star Rail. Natasha, the fucking
The underworld doctor.
the underworld doctor.
Are you feeling sick?
Are
See,
you feeling sick?
That's how much I've listened to that shit.
Or Albedo and fucking the elevator. And if you have Albedo, you can put a flower on the floor and make an elevator. Like, oh great, gee, thanks. I'm glad to know that for a game I'm not gonna fucking play.
Oh Lord. But yeah, dude, absolutely disgusting. So so yeah, man, like we need a better service, and honestly, uh it's gonna just keep escalating until YouTube like literally invades your computer hardware and like embeds itself. And it's like, yeah, if we even smell ad blocks, we won't let you play, which will then
See,
lead,
but then that's a lawsuit waiting to happen.
which actually they
What?
might run into some problems with that in the EU.
That's right, yeah. Because the EU is very they have a lot of privacy laws and customer protection laws.
It is indeed, and I think that was actually one of.
Particularly with
Sorry, go ahead.
yeah, but particularly with ad blockers. I think they're. I mean, even here, because I think here also, depending on how you implement the ad blocker, it could be considered illegal and invasion of privacy. Now, of course, you know there's workarounds and stuff and ways to implement it legally, but you know sometimes when these companies try to brute force their way through the problem, they could end up, you know, stepping on a legal mine and just blowing their legs off.
Yep.
But what is it? What about the EU specifically? You were going to mention something?
Well, because now YouTube's implementing that ad block detection, and apparently that might break some laws in the EU regarding what's it called, the privacy. So I mean, it really just depends on what it is. I mean, I'm not well versed in EU law, but it was another video that Louis Rossman had posted that that kind of ad block detection might not be necessarily legal in the EU for privacy concerns, and also because it's generally not consumer friendly, which is something that the EU has been pushing very hard for. The most recent example is Apple's lawsuit that they lost. So now they have to put in USB-C in their phones, which then led to like, oh, the universal standard is now here on iPhone. It's like, thanks. After how many years has USB-C been out? So
Wait, they took out USB-C ports?
no. They put them in. Like the EU mandated that Apple put
I know,
in.
but I mean before that, they took them out.
No, they never had them. They had their own. They had their own charging port. So
So it had like its own proprietary charger.
yeah. So Apple had their
Oh
own.
my god.
No, so look, see, so Apple has the Lightning port charger.
Yeah.
This is the 12, and everyone was
Oh
using
it's always been like that, right?
the Lightning. The Lightning.
Because I don't think I'm not using an Apple charger.
What
I
do you
don't
mean?
think I am. What, like?
Yeah, but
Specifically
so no,
just for Apple.
no. So that yeah, exactly. So that's the Lightning port,
Oh
which
shit!
is only for Apple.
Yeah, I've been getting fucked then. Okay, I didn't even know it.
Yes, dude. And so then you could only get that charger from Apple. But now they're using finally USB C, which you can use on well anything.
Yeah, because USB-C is it's everywhere now.
Yeah, it's everywhere now, and it's the
That is
best.
that
So
is a true universal standard.
yeah, it is a true universal standard. So the EU, they dealt them a blow. Like, hey guys, like you can't do that. You know,
Yeah, but that's
ev-
only for the European models. That's not gonna
exactly.
happen here.
But it finally pushed them to do USB C across all their phones in this generation. I think it's the 15. I can't
Uh-huh.
remember what the most recent one is called, but
I think it's 15.
yeah. But now
I
with
think
the
it's 15.
15,
I have a 12 still.
so do I. I have the 12 as well. I have the 12 Max.
And yeah, I paid it off last year. I'm gonna keep using it as long as I can.
Absolutely.
Yeah, because phones are
But
expensive.
yeah. So we'll see where that goes. Because if there is a law that is being broken in the EU, they'll pick it up, and then YouTube's going to be in some hot water. But it doesn't matter because ad blockers rule.
Yes, get
YouTube,
yourself an ad blocker.
YouTube drools.
Yep, YouTube rules. So yeah, get yourself an ad blocker. FBI recommends it too.
Yeah.
No, literally, like the FBI actually does recommend you get an ad blocker because of malicious ad campaigns
Yeah,
that
dude.
are
Absolutely.
rampant all over the internet. So yeah, get yourself an ad blocker. Okay, 9 out of 10 FBI agents recommend an ad blocker. Okay, get yourself one. That might be the title to this podcast.
PSA: FBI recommends ad block.
9 out of 10 Asians recommend this ad blocker.
Yeah, dude. So
Yeah, so whichever one you get your hands on, there's plenty of good ones out there.
and ironically enough, just go on YouTube, find a video, and I'm sure they'll.
Yeah, you can find YouTube. I've actually found that. Have you noticed how? Have you been to the Google store lately? Like, have you looked at your extensions?
No, I have not. What?
So some of my extensions were actually removed because it said it violated Google terms of service.
Really? Like what?
So some ad blockers, yeah. So I had to actually clean out a few ad blockers and then add in new ones.
Interesting. Very
But
interesting.
I imagine they're going to work around. At least the one you told me about, the one that I'm on currently, that one's still on. It's still working. So
Cool. Awesome.
So
Yeah.
I'm gonna keep that one. That one's been good. It works on Twitch too.
For real?
So-
Oh, sweet. Yeah, I mean, I imagine because well, I mean, unless in like
Wait,
if you use
does it? No. I have something separate for.
Okay.
I have a separate one for Twitch because streaming is different. Like the way they embed their ads, and it's a bit different from how they do it on YouTube videos.
Yeah.
So it's a bit trickier. Because I remember I had Origin, AdBlock Origin, and it would work on YouTube, but it wouldn't work on Twitch. So I had to get a specific one for Twitch. Or at least it stopped working after a certain point because Twitch found the workaround.
Yeah.
And then I had to find the workaround to the workaround. So that's it for that one. YouTube sucks. Get yourself an ad blocker. You know what else sucks?
What?
Call of Duty. This would be the latest Modern Warfare 3. Kind of sucks because it's currently sitting at a 55 critic score on Metacritic, which wow, oh my god, and a 1.7 user score, which is wow, very very bad. Probably one of the lowest actually, yeah, might be one of the lowest user scores ever, like out of all Metacritic, and that's with 1147 user ratings.
Yep. Even IGN.
That should tell you how pissed people are over this game.
Even
And
IGN
critics,
gave it a 4.
Yeah, even IGN gave it a 4. Well, at least for the campaign, because that's the thing, right? So with the newest Modern Warfare, they had an early access period for the campaign, and reportedly that campaign sucks. It's just absolutely awful. It is it's like 3 hours long, whereas most Call of Duty campaigns are like 6 or 7 hours. The story kind of sucks, doesn't really go anywhere. And the open missions, like the big selling point of Modern Warfare 3, which are these, I forgot what their terminology for it, but they're pretty much like
Open,
little sandbox
yeah,
levels.
open zone or something like that.
Yeah, something like that. They were essentially Warzone sections of Warzone just cut off. So they just got Warzone sections from Warzone, the game Warzone, the battle royale, and they
Yes.
just made levels around it. And people are like, "What the hell? Why does this suck so much ass?" And so the possible reason for that, although Activision Blizzard has since denied this, but bullshit. The reason for that is according to this Game Informer article, which is citing a Bloomberg article written by Jason Schreier, I believe, who is also a really good journalist. Also, um, reported that the latest Call of Duty was only given a year and a half to be made.
16 months. Yes.
16 months to be specific. So most Call of Duty games, as of Advanced Warfare, or I think a little bit after Advanced Warfare, they changed it to a 3-year development cycle. But this one was given half that time, and it was made under crunch conditions because, of course, and it was originally supposed to be a DLC. That's going to be like a kind of like a side story or like a service, like an in between story in between Modern Warfare 2 and the whatever the successor would be called. I guess in this case, it's going to be Modern Warfare 4
Yeah.
because the story still isn't done, which is strange because the original Modern Warfare trilogy was just that. It was just a trilogy, but this one
Yeah.
seems to be it's going to expand beyond that. But since then, Activision was like, no, it's not true. It was a full game. Just I guess our developers just maybe were under the impression that it was going to be a DLC because of it was made so differently because it's so new and innovative. It's just bullshit, bro. It's
Yeah. Innovative. Cutting off bits of Warzone. So stupid.
yeah, and it's just really indicative of the Call of Duty brand and how downhill it's been going because uh man, I myself haven't played Call of Duty since World War II, but even then I got that one for free and I didn't
Oh.
even like it that much.
Oh, damn. I didn't even know that because the last time I played was with you when the original Modern Warfare original remake of Modern Warfare came out.
Yeah, the 2019 one. Oh yeah, we did play a little bit of that one, but that was beta, so I don't really count that one.
Yeah, yeah.
I
it
mean,
was
like
beta.
I actually own the game.
Yeah, but we also played Warzone. I mean, that would you.
We did play Warzone. We played Warzone once or twice.
Yeah, that was
But
actually
now that
was fun.
it was fun, but now that like Warzone 2.0 is out, like people don't really like it. They say it sucks.
Yeah,
Also, it takes up like a bajillion gigabytes. And this new Modern Warfare 3, despite it being a significantly smaller game, it took up like 230 gigabytes, I believe.
What?
Ballpark? Yes.
You gotta be fucking kidding me! What are they
And
doing?
and it requires you to download Call of Duty HQ, which is like a proprietary app that lets you, do Call of Duty things.
Call of Duty.
So I don't know what the fuck it is though. I read on what it is. Like I guess it's like supposed to be some kind of Call of Duty platform. Like it's supposed to be the thing that you go to do all things Call of Duty. Like you play your games through there. You maybe go through replays on there. Stuff like that.
That's fucking
But
stupid.
yeah, so the campaign sucks, and then for the multiplayer, a lot of people are saying that it's just a rehash. It's literally just Modern Warfare 2 because all the maps are from Modern Warfare 2, the original Modern Warfare 2, not the Modern Warfare 2
Yes.
2022, right? So Modern Warfare 2 to 2011, I think that one was. Geez, I have to talk about these other Madden titles, I swear. So Modern Warfare 2 2011, those maps were pretty much practically ported over to Modern Warfare 3 2023, not to be confused with Modern Warfare 3 2012.
Yes, dude.
Or 2013, I think. And yeah, they're essentially the same maps. I mean, they've been kind of modified a little bit to compensate for the mechanics of Modern Warfare 3. But apparently those maps, they're not very fun. Like I was watching Maximilian Dude, who's my favorite YouTube streamer. He's actually a big Call of Duty fan. He's like the only FPS game he really plays.
Huh.
And I was watching him, he fucking hated it the entire time.
Oh my god.
His guns absolutely sucked. The netcode was terrible. He was getting like massive hit markers, or he would like unload like half a clip into people and they just wouldn't die. Everyone had clearly better guns than him because they ported over their Modern Warfare 2 guns in their progression.
Yeah.
Um, and then the maps also sucked because of the traversal system made it so that people can access areas that they weren't able to access in the original Modern Warfare 2 2011.
Hmm.
So he was just dying left and right. And then I've also seen tons of videos concerning the skill-based matchmaking, which apparently has been a huge controversy amongst the Call of Duty community since pretty much Modern Warfare 1. Modern Warfare 2019. So any thoughts on that?
Call of Duty sucks. Oh my god.
Call of Duty sucks.
Color me shocked. Like, oh no. And I did hear that Activision's pulling some of the maps because people are spawning side by side to each other.
Yeah, right. So that's another. Well, actually, that's part of the same story on IGN where they actually had to pull several maps. And if you look at the YouTube videos, they're kind of funny. It's like,
no, bro, it is funny.
I'm watching it right now. This dude is literally spawning in the same spot, and they're just shooting him like freaking ducks, like fish in a barrel, dude. Like the whole team is there shooting this poor guy. And,
Like,
and you know what, man? It kind of reminds me of, dude. You remember in Modern Warfare 2 those hacked Rust maps?
yes.
That they put like 60 people in like one map. Call of Duty was wild back in the day, bro.
Yeah, bro, but it was fun wild. This is just pathetic.
This is that golden age of Call of Duty, right? Where you had people hack the lobbies and they somehow found a way to fit like 40 people into
Rust.
in Rust, which is like a tiny map that's like maybe like 10 feet like wide and long. So people are literally just spawn on top of each other and just kill each other. And then you just spawn in, die, spawn in, die, spawn in, die, and every once in a while you get a lucky spawn, and you just go on a killing spree and get a massive kill streak. And one guy would get a chopper gunner and just kill the whole lobby. But in this case, it's not as fun, right? Because you know when you play a modern Call of Duty, right, you kind of expect it to kind of work.
Yeah.
Especially when you're in a basic 6v6 map, which is what most Call of Duty maps work on, 6v6. Yeah, so I mean, Call of Duty kind of sucks. It's kind of sad to see because, you know, like we were saying, there was a golden age of Call of Duty, man. Between Call of Duty 2, well, really Call of Duty 4 was like the golden age for between Call of Duty 4 up to, I would say personally for me, Call of Duty 4 up until Black Ops 2 was the golden age.
Yeah, I would say so.
And then like Call of Duty 2 to like just a little bit before Call of Duty 4 was like the silver age where it was really good. Or Call of Duty 1 really up to Call of Duty 4, just before Call of Duty 4. That's like the silver age. And now we're like not even in the bronze age, bro. This is like the wood age.
Stone age.
This is Stone Age.
Pile of rocks.
Just rocks and just cavemen running around. That's what this all is.
It's fucking pathetic, dude. It's so awful.
Yeah, it's just, this is kind of like the last fuck you from Bobby, because you know this was probably a top down decision from Bobby. Be like, all right, guys, I this is my last year here. Y'all better make me some fucking money, man, because I need that parachute.
I need that parachute bad.
I need that golden parachute to be as big and wide as possible. I want jetpacks on it. I want to ride on it. I want a jacuzzi strapped to it. So I can be nice and comfy as I float my way down out this burning building. You remember what was the last Call of Duty you played like before the Modern Warfare?
Dude, I can't even remember. I think it was Black Ops maybe. Because I remember I played the zombies with John F. Kennedy. Was that Black Ops 1?
Yes, that was Black Ops 1.
Yes, dude. That was
that was so fun too.
That was fun, dude. I actually played it with my dad and we had such a good time.
So good. Then Black Ops 2 was also really good. I really liked Black Ops 2. World at War Although I played World of War on the PS3 at the 360.
World of War was really good.
World of War, Call of Duty 4. We played Call of Duty 4 so much.
Oh my god, you kidding me,
back in the
man?
day.
Oh, those were such good times. We would go back and forth between Halo 3 and COD 4. Oh, man, it was such
I
good.
know those were the times, man.
Those were such good times.
Playing with all the boys.
Yes, dude.
We actually had friends who would go online.
Yes.
Not just you and I, and that was it.
Yeah.
It was like the occasional guest
The occasional.
that we have.
Yeah.
Pretty much what it is. We just at this point we just have guests. Because it would be you, it would be me, it would be Paul, it would be Derek and Joe,
Yeah, dude.
and Manny and Calvin, and we'd all play at once.
Yes,
And
dude.
it was absolutely great. Fucking Paul, if you listen to this, fuck you for killing me on all those hardcore maps. I still did not forgive you at all for running around like an asshole with the RPG and intentionally TKing me over and over again. Derek, if you ever listen to this, fuck you too for killing me, because I remember one time on hardcore I was on a 6 kill streak and I was literally about to get a helicopter and I came out of a corner and Derek got scared and accidentally killed me. So fuck you too. But outside of that, great memories all
Great
around.
memories all around. Poor
For
Paul.
the great Call of Duty. Fuck you, Paul. He's gonna write in the comment section. I'll be like, hey, because he's our one consistent commentator so far. I hope you hear this part, Paul.
I'm sure he will.
Fuck you and your RPGs. All right, so you ready to move on to our next story?
Yes, sirree. Lay it on me.
All right, so for our next one is a bit of movie news, and we have a very interesting story here about how Sony and Nintendo are actually teaming up to make a live-action Zelda movie.
Yeah.
So this was announced. Hold on. Yeah, this was announced on November 7th of this year, and it was on an official post to Nintendo's investors where they discussed that the movie was going to be in development and it was going to be produced by Miyamoto, who also produced the Mario movie as well, and Avi Arad, who is of Spider-Man fame. He actually produced the Raimi Spider-Man movies.
Yes, he
If you
did.
don't know him. And the movie is set to be directed by Wes Ball, who did the Maze Runner movies and the upcoming Planet of the Apes movie, which Kingdom of the Planet of the Apes.
Yes, which, by the way, looks pretty decent.
Yeah, I like the Planet of the Apes movie. Well, actually, I don't like it. I love it. I think it's actually one of the best trilogies, the new one.
Yes.
Actually, one of the best cinematic trilogies ever, because it's so rare that you get a trilogy of such high quality.
Yes, I
But
agree.
that one, like each one, is like arguably gets better than the previous one, which is so rare.
Yeah.
But I digress here. So the movie is in development. There is no announcement date, as far as I can tell, but it's probably going to take a long time.
Yeah.
But it's no surprise that Nintendo's going to start doubling down on making movies based on their properties, seeing the absolute mega success of the Super Mario movie.
Super mega success, dude. Super mega.
Yeah, I think it made $1 billion, right? I think it's part of the $1 billion club.
Yep.
Yeah, so it's one of the highest grossing movies of the year, of course. Honestly, I kind of forgot. I saw the movie, but
You forgot that you saw the movie?
yeah, I forgot I saw the movie. It's not a very good movie, dude.
No, dude, it was great. It was a fantastic movie.
I mean, I guess as a fan movie, like yeah, sure, it has like all the member berries that you can imagine, but like as a movie, it was okay. I guess I enjoyed it enough. It was movie cotton candy, bro. You eat it, it melts in your mouth, and you forget you ate it. You didn't get much nutrition out of it. It was very pretty to look at, had nice colors. But as a movie, it's like, whatever, okay. There are better adaptations out there.
Well, like the Bob Hoskins one.
Oh, well, no.
I'm kidding.
We don't talk about that one.
I'm kidding, dude.
Although that one has its own value, bro. Like, watching train wrecks has its own charm to it.
Yes, indeed.
But as for this Zelda movie, let's hope it's not a train wreck. Although I have a very hard time envisioning how this is going to be, because for the longest time, up until Breath of the Wild and Tears of the Kingdom, there was really no voice acting for
Link.
Zelda games, like at all.
Yeah. No, no.
You have any thoughts on this? I know you're. I think you're probably a bigger Zelda fan than I am.
Well, yeah. Well, okay, I grew up, I think, playing more Zelda than I did more. Well, actually, no, I take that back because I played a lot of Super Mario
Yes.
Sunshine.
Yeah, because I was a Sony kid. That's what I was. I was a big
Yeah.
Sony kid.
Well, dude, I really liked Mario games. Yeah, I grew up playing Super Mario 64, Super Mario Sunshine, and then Super Mario Galaxy. I never played Super Mario Galaxy 2, even though I've been wanting to. But yeah, dude, I've always liked the Zelda games. I think the first one I played was, of course, Ocarina of Time. Then I played Wind Waker, then Twilight Princess, and yeah, and those are really good games. So I really like the lore. I like the whole, hero facing down evil trope. Um, but yeah, I mean, I think I think it should be okay. I mean, Miyamoto did a pretty good job with the Mario movie, at least, because Mario is kind of, one of, well, he is Mr. Video Game Man, as they say. So I think it should be fine. You know, um, I think there were a couple of moments in the Super Mario movie where Miyamoto like wanted like rewrites or like reshoots or something because he didn't like what they had done. So I think he'll do a good job of keeping things authentic. I'm just scared Avi Arad's gonna shove Venom in somewhere. But
I don't know, man. Tom Hardy is
Tom
gonna show up
Hardy.
again.
Oh my
He's
god.
gonna show up.
Tom Hardy
There's
is
gonna be another
Ganondorf.
multiverse snap.
Tom Hardy is
He's gonna be.
Ganondorf. Can you believe? What would you think? What would you think about that?
Oh god, that'd be so weird. That'd be so. I mean, Ganondorf alone is just gonna be weird because Ganondorf has like some crazy ass designs.
He does, but I wonder what design they would go with. And actually, who would you think would play a good Ganondorf? Someone
I
tall
don't
and
know.
and fucking
I don't know.
muscular.
Maybe Dave Batista?
The Rock as Ganondorf.
No, not the Rock. Jesus Christ, not that. Oh my god.
Who said you could take the Triforce of Power?
No, please. I don't think he even agreed to it. You know why? Because he has to lose in the end, and God forbid the Rock loses in a movie. He
No.
gets his ass beat.
Well,
Because
no.
we all know he specifically has a clause in his contract that says that he can't lose a fight.
Well, he's gonna have to.
No.
He's gonna.
I would say Dave Batista, to be honest.
Yeah, fine. I could see Dave Bautista.
He's got the physique for it. He's a good actor. He's a legitimately good actor.
I agree. 100% agree.
Yeah, you wouldn't think so because like most wrestling stars, they kind of do schlock, but no, he's a legitimately good actor.
Yeah, no, he is good. He is a good actor.
So yeah, I guess Dave Bautista for Ganondorf. Link, I don't know, get some
random
get some femboy out there.
Timothy
Chalamet. Yeah, sure.
Yeah, sure. You seem so.
You know what? Get Tom Holland. Fuck it. Just get Tom Holland.
You're so unimpressed and done with the casting. You're like, oh god, no. Charlie,
I'm just
Charlie.
kind of against the concept of the movie because I'm not sure like how filmable a Legend of Zelda, like a full featured Legend of Zelda movie.
Maybe if it was animated, it'd be different.
Yeah, if it was animated, I think it would lend itself a bit better. But I feel like I get kind of like anime to live action adaptation energy from this.
That's not One Piece.
I feel like that's not One Piece. One Piece is the exception.
Yeah.
One Piece is the exception to the rule. Where I feel like a lot of stuff is going to be very lost in translation, and it's just going to be stupid and weird.
Oh, hang on.
You there? Yeah, you froze a bit.
Yeah. So did you. Apologies. So wait, what were we saying?
Okay. No, I'm saying like a lot of stuff is just going to be lost in translation.
Yes.
From the transition from video game to live action. Whereas if it was from video games to film, they're a bit more analogous to each other. So you'd be less likely to, lose out on some of the charm.
Yeah, I know what you think. But you know what, man? I think they could pull it off, man. They really have to do a lot of, they have to do their best for world building. Because, the land of Hyrule and that whole thing is just, it's a whole universe unto itself with its own rules, its own magic and shit, but it can be done. Maybe get Peter Jackson doing another Lord of the Rings style shit.
Yeah, well, I mean, they have a director already. It's Wes Ball.
No.
So I don't know. I've never seen the Maze Runner movies, so I don't know how good of a director he is.
Well, we'll see now.
And I might watch that Planet of the Apes movie, but at the same time, I'm like, dude, that story ended. Why are we making another one? But maybe it could be good because the Planet of the Apes movies have been good so far.
Yeah.
So it's kind of a wait for the reviews kind of situation
Yes.
for me at least. And that movie's a ways away. That movie is coming out in May, so like 6 months from now.
Yeah. Okay. Then.
Uh, who do you think? What do you? I mean, sorry, not who do you think? What do you think they're gonna do with the story, though? You think it's gonna be original? They might adapt one of the games.
Well, it
Or they might
depends.
do like a mix of both.
It depends, dude. Honestly, if in my head, because Mario is individual games that are individual stories, but they're kind of like held together. Oh, sorry, not they're individuals and they're like in their own little uh time capsules. I don't know how to say it. Like it's not a part of a grander universe.
They're kind of episodic.
Exactly.
They're self-contained.
Yeah, thank you. That's the word. Thank you. Self-contained. That's what I was looking for. The Zelda series, on the other hand, there's a whole timeline that apparently fucking splits. At some point, with I think Skyward Sword being the original one, like in the
Yeah,
timeline. So it really just depends. But they should do. Honestly, I think the Ocarina of Time story would be perfect for film because
yeah. I think Ocarina of Time would be a good one.
yeah, because that story itself is pretty cinematic and it has actually some pretty good underlying themes. Actually, there's a YouTube video um, of someone doing an analysis of the Ocarina of Time story and how it's actually the saddest story in the Zelda, like I guess chronology or whatever you'd call it. I forgot who it is. Actually, I'll link it. I'll put it up for you now.
Yeah, why don't you look it up and drop it a bit? But oh, oh,
Here it is. So the YouTube channel is called Good Blood.
cracking my neck.
Oh, you're good.
Yeah, I'm good.
Yes. So the YouTube channel is called Good Blood, and the name of the video is Ocarina of Time, a masterclass in subtext. And actually, he did another video as well about God of War, the new one, the 2018 one. Both excellent videos, and I think he does a very, very, very good job of delving into the theme and actually explaining like why this story is so goddamn good. But this Ocarina of Time one is the first one that he did, and it's great. Ocarina of Time, a masterclass in subtext by Good Blood.
Yes, I see. 33 minutes long.
Yeah,
Came
yeah.
out 4 years ago. 2.9 million views.
Excellent,
Okay.
excellent video. Highly recommend it. Actually, I go back and watch it every so often. That's how good it is.
That's kind of a. That's a lot of That's kind of a hot take there because Breath of the Wild is kind of a bummer opening, dude.
Well, yeah. Well, remember this was
like you wake up 100 years after you lost the biggest battle to save Hyrule. Hyrule's gone to shit. All your friends are dead.
Understandably so, but one, I think this came out before Breath of the Wild, and two,
Well, it was 4 years ago. It was 2019.
20,
Breath of the Wild was 2017.
well, I don't know. Oh, really? Oh, well then. Well, I guess he still has. I don't know. He makes a really good case. You'll see why.
Okay.
Watch the video and then we can talk
I'll have
about
to
it
watch
in
it
the next
sometime.
episode.
Maybe I'll watch it at work. Oh
And
shit!
then you
froze.
guys can look at it too, and let me know what you
You
think.
froze for a second. Did I freeze?
Yeah, you froze for a second too. I guess.
Oh, okay. I was saying I'll probably watch it. Maybe I'll watch it at work tomorrow.
Yeah,
I'm suffering tomorrow
absolutely.
morning.
But yeah, but
the place is freaking
so yeah.
empty, so I don't have anything to do.
Okay. Well, I think it's good. I think it's gonna be good. I got faith until I see. But if they show me a fucking Madame Web style trailer, then of course then yeah, obviously gloves are off. I'm not gonna fucking defend this movie.
We'll see. I would think of like an exposition line that's like similar to the line, but I can't. I just can't.
Yeah, I
right
can't, dude. No, bro. They fuck. That's how you know that's some special ass writing that they're doing there.
It's linking time.
Oh my god.
It's Triforce time.
Oh my god. It's Dorfin time.
Dorfin. Oh no, I actually would love that line. You're gonna get the dwarf, buddy.
He just got dwarfed. Oh lord, that awful, awful. Uh, well,
Do you know
hopefully
what's
they
not
can get
awful?
some. Well, sorry, what?
No, keep going.
No, I was
Continue
gonna
your thoughts. I was gonna
say.
go to the next story.
Well, it's funny. I was just about to segue into it too. I was gonna be like,
Oh,
I really hope they can get some good writers for those movies now that the writers are freed up due to the SAG-AFTRA strike
well, the
ending.
actors. The writer's strike ended
Oh,
a little earlier.
the writers strike ended. Oh, see,
Yeah.
maybe this is why you should do the segues. I'm gonna stay silent.
Yeah, well, I mean, it's a good thing. Yeah, so yeah, so let's hope they get some good actors because the SAG-AFTRA strike has recently ended. So after a tumultuous 118-day strike, as of November 8th, as of November 8th, 12:01 a.m., the strike is now over. Or, well, sorry, not November 8th, sorry, November 9th. The strike is now officially over as the Actors Guild and the studios have reached a tentative agreement.
Yes.
So, yeah, so in a historic win, man, because this is really a big win. It seems like the actors, the SAG-AFTRA, got mostly what they wanted here. For some context, those of you who don't remember, the SAG-AFTRA initiated a strike back in May or June, I think, because it was like 3 months.
Mm-hmm.
So 3 months from now, like June, July. So over the summer, SAG-AFTRA voted to strike against the major studios, Netflix, Amazon, Disney, due to concerns over AI usage, replacing actors' likeness, and without proper compensation, and also with the blossoming streaming marketplace, seemingly usurping proper royalties for actors and writers. The Writers Guild specifically ended their strike a few weeks earlier, but the actors now got at least something out of it. And so it says here, according to an article by Variety, the deal will see most minimums increase by 7%, 2% above the increases received by the Writers Guild of America and Directors Guild of America. The deal also includes streaming participation bonus, according to an email sent to SAG-AFTRA members, as well as increase in pension and health contributions. The unit of the contract is worth more than $1 billion in total, which is a fucking drop in the bucket for these studios.
Yes, absolutely drop in the bucket.
Because Mario alone made $1 billion.
Yes,
and there's tons of movies every year. There's always a handful of movies every year that make billions of dollars, and there's always dozens and dozens and dozens of movies that make hundreds of millions of dollars.
Yeah.
So after all that freaking belly aching from the studios, they finally decided to give the actors, they're fucking belly aching. Put some bitching, whitey ass, bitch ass billionaires. They're just like, right? They didn't want to give them. They changed the market, right, with the streaming, and then they decided to just cut out actors out of proper compensation.
Yeah.
Because I've seen so many breakdown videos of it. About how movie actors and movie writers, and especially TV actors and TV writers, get royally screwed by the streaming service model.
Yeah, of course.
Because in the past, TV shows would run for like months on end, and during that time, it would mean that it'd be consistent work.
Yeah.
But streaming services tend to have much shorter seasons, anywhere between 10 to 15 episodes. So the work isn't nearly as consistent, and it could be years between seasons. And for the TV model, that temporary work works because syndication is a thing and reruns are a thing. There was a deal reached during that time when TV was in its heyday, where they would get royalties for every time it was you know re-aired. But with the streaming model, that doesn't happen, right? There's no compensation based on how many people watch because for the longest time, places like Netflix and Amazon refused to publish their numbers.
Mhm.
They had to just hide it from everybody. And that's also another part of this deal where the studios promised, the streaming studios decided that agreed to start sharing their numbers. I doubt they're going to share it with the public, but they will at least share it with the people involved in the production, which is fair enough. I think those are the people who deserve it the most because they need to know how much they're being properly compensated.
Mhm. Of course. Oh,
Any thoughts?
sorry. I thought you froze there for a minute.
Oh,
No, dude, it's great. These people are getting the compensation they deserve. I think that the streaming participation bonus is huge because a lot of these movies now are just they're on streaming services nonstop. Some of them go straight to streaming. They don't even release in the theaters. So I think it's really really good. And of course, I also think it's important that they have AI protections as well, because the studios are going to save money just using an CGI face, and you know they'll have to pay what a VFX 2 pennies instead of the actor, like. But now they're protected against that. Well, I mean, the VFX they'll that's a whole separate issue, I think. But yeah,
yeah, that's gonna be
that's
that's probably gonna be the next frontier.
that is the next frontier because if they can just put people's faces, they won't need actors anymore. I mean, they'll still need them, but you know what I mean. So they'll have,
Yeah, but that's all with AI
yeah, that's all artificial
and stuff like
intelligence.
that. So
So
there have been
I'm
some protections against AI.
what?
No, I'm saying I was just reiterating that
Yeah,
they're gonna have protections against AI actors replacing real actors.
yeah, absolutely. So yeah, I thought it was interesting that a lot of big studio heads like Bob Iger have been taking hands-on approaches in this.
Hmm.
Um, I think Bob Iger, and then and what's the guy in charge of Netflix? He's pretty big in this too.
Fuck, I forgot his name. I forgot his name.
Oh, here it is. It says, oh wait, here it is. Ted Sarandos of Netflix,
Uh-huh.
David Zaslav of Warner Brothers, and Donna Langley of NBC Universal. They've actually taken a hands-on role in these negotiations instead of leaving it up to their their middleman. And
Uh-huh.
yeah, so I think it's huge, and I'm very very happy for them.
Yeah, I heard that the ones who were really like kind of messing with the deal was the like Netflix and Amazon, like the streaming guys,
Yeah.
because the way they operate things is they see themselves as primarily a tech company,
Hmm.
and so they don't view actors and writers and like directors as partners, creative partners in making their productions. They're just like tools to use to make content because that's what they do, right? You just yeah. They make tech.
Yeah, exactly. They just see things
They
as
make software, so you get a software engineer. If he makes it, great. If he doesn't make it, get out. I'll find the next person will make it.
yes.
And these are people who don't really respect the creative process. Not to say that, not to imply that like Disney or or Warner Brothers gives a shit about the creative process either, but they at least give the illusion of trying.
Yes. And now they have to keep up the
Whereas,
illusion with this new deal.
yeah, so all around, huge win for the industry. I am absolutely ecstatic for the actors.
Yes.
The nanny pulled through for all of us.
Nanny always pulls through, baby.
I'm still shocked by that. Like, what, the nanny?
Fran Drescher.
Yeah, I saw the name. I'm like, wait a minute, isn't it? And I looked it up like, oh shit, the
The
nanny.
nanny is the head of the freaking Screen Actors Guild, dude.
Wow. Okay, so that's an absolute giga chat amongst the industry.
Absolutely.
So good for them. We can now finally go back to looking forward to movies again. Um, it's just such a shame that with all this belly aching, we had to miss out on some movies.
Yeah.
You know, Dune 2 would have been out by now.
Really?
Yes, it would have been out by now. In fact, it would have probably been done screening because it was supposed to come out last month,
Oh wow.
and they had to push it back to March because
Oh yeah.
the actor strike would have messed with the marketing because they wouldn't be allowed to promote it,
Yeah.
so they couldn't go on like PR tours and stuff. But now everything should resume, back to the way things were, but better now with new protections, and hopefully things continue to be that way.
Oh no, you froze again.
Because we don't want. Well, now the VFX studios are probably gonna. Oh shit! You froze again.
Yep, there we go. We're better now.
Okay, you back?
Yeah.
Okay, good. Yeah. So the next thing to keep an eye on is probably the VFX studios.
Yes. I agree.
That's gonna be the next one. I would not be surprised if one day, within the next like 5 years, there's gonna be a strike of some kind.
I'm inclined to agree
And
with you on that.
And with that, oh man, Disney's gonna be on fire, bro. Because like 90% of their movies are like 90% CG, so they just
Yeah, bro. So fucking
Bob Iger's gonna be on suicide watch.
he really is gonna be on suicide watch. I can't believe he chose to come back out of retirement just for this shit show. Like, what the hell?
Oh no, they gave him a lot of money to come back.
I think
Because the other Bob, I forgot his name. The other Bob was fucking up. So
yeah. Well, I'm pretty sure that he wants to give this money back because it's getting pretty bad.
so yeah, victory for labor unions and labor movement all around the world.
Woohoo!
Get fucked, Corpa. And speaking of get fucked, Corpa, let's move on to our next story with the Escapist.
Go for it.
Right? I don't
Tell
know.
me.
Oh, he froze again. Bro, what is going on? Hello?
No, I'm good. I'm good.
No!
I'm here.
Are you there?
What happened? Yes, I'm here.
Oh god, I'm gonna have to add more sunny music.
Big.
Oh, yeah, sorry about that, folks. We don't know what's going on. There seems to be connection issues between James and I. So
we're having
hope you like It's Always Sunny in Dem- What?
No, we're just. I feel like the stream has been very technically difficult.
Yeah. So the first one wasn't technical difficulties. That was just unfortunate timing.
Yeah, it's okay.
But I hope you guys like It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia music because you're going to be hearing a lot. You're going to be hearing a lot of it in this episode. But going back to where we were discussing, our next story is also a bit of another win against Corpa. We have here a story by Forbes where zero punctuation ends as the escapist faces mass resignations after editor-in-chief firing. So for those of you who are kind of out of the loop on this one, Zero Punctuation is a popular video series on YouTube that's hosted by Ben No Punctuation Yahtzee, I think is what he's called, or Ben Crenshaw. Ben Yahtzee Crenshaw. There you go. Sorry. Ben Yahtzee Crenshaw. And if you haven't seen it, it's very funny videos. You should go, or don't go watch the old ones. Watch the new ones, right, which we'll discuss right now. But essentially, he rambles on about video games and video game topics and reviews, and he does it in a very fast fashion with a lot of humorous lines. And he does it with very little breaks in between, hence why it's called Zero Punctuation. And it seems that Ben Yahtzee Crenshaw and the entire...
Oh no, not again.
What? No, I see you. I see you.
Oh, you froze this time. Sorry.
Oh I froze this time, and I still see you're there. You're there. We're good. We're good.
Go, keep
So
going, keep
this
going. This
episode,
is your story.
this is a episode's a shit show. But so essentially, what happened is the parent company of Escapist fired the editor in chief of Escapist for being below metrics, which, according to the editor in chief, were very vague and unclear what those metrics exactly were. And so, in solidarity, the entire Zero Punctuation team decided to quit at the same time and follow the editor in chief, whose name is Nick Calandra. And they
Mhm.
decided to form a new channel called Second Wind. So, this is kind of a case of um, you need me more than I need you, because as of right now, the YouTube channel has kind of exploded. It's called Second Wind, and it currently has, oh Jesus Christ, 236,000 subscribers. And this story was released November 8th, but I think the announcement for Second Wind came about a week afterwards. So in the span of 2 weeks, this channel has 236,000 subscribers.
Hmm.
I don't know. Did you ever watch Zero Punctuation? No,
Never.
never. Oh man, they're great, dude. You should watch them. Okay, well, actually, no, you should watch Second Wind now because it's gonna be the same thing.
Okay.
Yeah, it's gonna be the same thing. It's gonna be same style of content, except just not the Escapist anymore.
Yeah.
And the new video, the new program or show is gonna be called Full Ramblathon instead of Zero Punctuation, because obviously they can't use Zero Punctuation because Escapist owns Zero Punctuation.
Yeah.
But it's gonna be the same exact energy, so same exact team. So you're gonna be in for some quality content here. And man, this was a very big surprise because I did not expect this to happen.
Yeah.
But do you have any thoughts? I mean, I know you don't really know anything about it.
Honestly, I was just gonna kind of just listen to you go on about this story. I mean, because I don't know anything about Zero Punctuation, but it just sounds like a classic case of asshole boss fires employee because he didn't meet expectations, even though he's been doing a really good job. And so everyone realizing this decided, you know what, fuck you, and just kind of leaves. You know,
Mm-hmm.
and you could tell that it's not about the money because I don't know because I'll admit you froze for a bit, so I don't know if you
Uh-huh.
mentioned I don't know if you mentioned this part about him denying the uh, the pay or something, the
Yeah,
severance
he
pay. Yeah,
didn't pay because it would have required him to sign an NDA. Which, you know what? That's a Giga Chad move, man.
it is a Giga Chad mood because he's like, no man,
Because
I'm going to
you're not
yeah
gonna gag order me.
yeah dude, I'm going to start my own channel. I'm going to talk mad shit about you, and I'm going to get paid from other people to do so. So
Yeah. As of right now, they do have a Patreon. So if you are a Zero Punctuation fan, you can now become a Second Wind fan. Head over to Patreon, support them through there. They also recently got approved for YouTube monetization. So if you want to just support them through YouTube,
yeah.
you can do that. You can whitelist them if since you're kind of advocating for ad blockers.
Yeah.
But even if you have ad blockers, you still give them viewership data, so that does help them in some fashion.
Indeed. Indeed. So yeah, so I was just kind of listening in, and yeah, dude, good for them. They're starting their own their own channel. So good for them.
Wow, they have 904 members on Patreon, and they're already making 1,100 a month. And that was 2 weeks ago.
Damn. Well, I can't wait. Can't wait till we get to that.
I'm kind of curious now. Wait, Second Wind Patreon. Where are they at right now? Let's see. Let's see the numbers here. Holy shit! 9,692 paid members.
Holy shit.
$51,470 a month.
Damn, dude.
That's their Patreon.
That's a lot of money.
So I'm actually going to. I know I didn't do this last time. I have to be more diligent with this stuff. Where I'll put the links for all this stuff. For those of you who are interested, I'm gonna put the links to both the channel and to the
Oh,
Patreon.
in the Discord, right?
No, in the
Description, not the
Yeah,
Discord. Sorry, I don't know why. It's because I was looking at in the article they have a link to their Discord.
yeah. You can also join their Discord too, which I think I might. And there's probably gonna be some cool stuff on there. So hey, I mean, now they're gonna be. So thanks, Escapist. You gave him a ton of free exposure. You know,
Yeah, good job.
Cobra effect in the work again.
Cobra Effect and the work again. Maybe that should be the title for the vid.
Yeah,
Cobra
maybe sure.
Effect.
I don't know. I like the 9 out of 10.
Nah.
9 out of 10 FBI agents recommended.
Yeah.
I think I still might go with that one.
Yeah,
we'll talk about it after. We'll talk about it
Yeah,
afterwards.
yeah, for sure.
Let's talk about our final story here, man. So this is something that you and I both know about. So we both contribute to this. It is now award season again, and the Video Game Oscars is just around the corner with the Video Game Awards hosted by Geoff Keighley. And as of recently, the Golden Joystick Awards had their own ceremony, and that actually concluded recently.
Mm-hmm.
I think like last week. Actually, let me see. I should start paying attention to these dates. Yeah, so as of November 10th, the Joystick Awards concluded with, of course, Baldur's Gate 3 winning big. Like, it won everything. It won fucking everything.
Yes.
Which is unsurprising because, number one, Baldur's Gate 3 is absolutely amazing. And number two, the Golden Joysticks is fan voted. It's purely fan voted. It's not done by industry people.
Yes.
Whereas the Video Game Awards is done primarily by industry people with a little bit of fan voting serving as a contribution. But yeah, it's Larian won pretty damn big.
That's my boy.
Yep, won pretty big. They won in best storytelling, best visual design. They won Studio of the Year, which
I mean, duh, yeah.
If there was a Studio of the Year category for in the VGAs, they should definitely win it. Oh wait, that was
no!
And they also won
You
Game of the
froze.
Year.
Come back.
No, I'm here.
There you go. You're back.
I'm here. I'm just listing off the. Yeah.
You're back.
Yeah, they won PC Game of the Year. They won Ultimate Game of the Year. With wow, they actually had a lot of runner-ups. Well, they had a lot of nominees here. Legend of Zelda, Marvel Spider-Man, Star Wars, Jedi Survivor, Alan Wake 2, Resident Evil. Yeah. It's really great that. So yeah, it's great that Lariat and Baldur's Gate 3, James Nye's personal game of the year, is getting all the love and recognition it absolutely deserves. And it's absolutely amazing that it's also getting that recognition in a year where a new Zelda game came out.
Yes, dude. I'm telling you, man. Like that was supposed to be game of the year.
Yeah, because everyone was like, because last year it was all Elden Ring, right? Like that was the shoe in, and I guess Zelda was like, hey, we don't want that smoke, so they moved it to 2023, and then 2023 just so happened to be one of the greatest years in gaming ever.
Oh my god, dude! Indeed,
with one of the greatest RPG games ever released.
Absolutely, dude.
And so apparently, outside of that, the Golden Joystick Awards, outside the feel good.
Oh yeah,
all the feel good of it winning. Apparently, the ceremony itself was an absolute shit show.
Yeah, I didn't know that. Can you elaborate on what happened?
What didn't happen? Everyone. So Troy Baker was the host throughout the entire. Yeah, he was the host, but it was very clear that he was a last minute replacement because they had someone else originally hosting, and apparently she wanted to do some kind of political statement about Palestine and Gaza.
Oh.
And the producer said no. So she left, and then they got Troy Baker in at like the last second. And you could tell that Troy was absolutely fucking miserable the entire time.
I'm not prepped.
Yeah, he was completely unprepped. He was probably reading cue cards off. At one point in time, like he was like reading off the cue cards, and he was like, "This is awful." Like he actually said, I did not write this joke. The producer wrote this joke. And he's like, I'm not saying this. Like, he actually said, like, I'm not saying this. So this man was visibly protesting on stage over being forced to look like a clown
Damn.
from, yeah. And then, like, halfway through, his tie was undone. His bow tie was completely undone. So he would just walk up on stage with his bow tie undone. After a while, people started pointing out. He was like, wait, how long has this been off? And they're like, oh, yeah, about 30 minutes. And I'm like, oh, yeah, thanks, guys. Thanks for telling me. He would just get off. Absolutely pissed. Apparently, the crowd was very loud because everyone was just pissed drunk. And it just got worse and worse throughout the entire ceremony.
Oh my god.
The
I didn't know it was
audio,
that bad.
the audio was fucked. Like, Troy Baker's mic wasn't working initially. So they had to, the podium mic wasn't working. So they had to go and fix it. And then the direct feed for the videos wasn't working. So you can only hear it from the podium, but you couldn't hear it through the stream. So when the Japanese developers like won an award and they weren't there, they had to stream it from Japan or broadcast the video from Japan. You couldn't hear it because it was just only going through the audio, through the podium audio. So,
my god.
and then, man, what else? I think it's, oh yeah, and Neil Newbon won. Neil Newbon, who played Astarion in Baldur's Gate, won for Best Supporting Actor.
He did.
And unfortunately, the entire time, like, you just could not hear him because the crowd was so absolutely insane. Yeah. Not belligerent, but like loud, rambunctious.
Yeah, okay, rambunctious. All right.
Belligerent's like you want to fight, but like rambunctious, right? Because like everyone was just fucking pissed drunk. No one gave a fuck.
I do.
Yeah. We do, but obviously they're too drunk to fucking care. They're not going to listen to some dude. And apparently he gave like this really heartfelt speech about how Astarion is a survivor of abuse and how he himself is a survivor of abuse.
Oh.
And about how video games actually saved his career because he was thinking about quitting acting until he became a voice actor. And then now he owns like a motion capture studio. And so he actually gets contracts to like do motion capture work, which he actually did the motion capture for Resident Evil 8. He did it for the Lycans. He was one of the Lycans.
Oh yeah, I think I remember you telling me about that. That's pretty dope.
Yeah, he also voiced Heisenberg, which is hilarious.
You wouldn't know. Fucking go from Heisenberg to fucking posh, British guy.
Posh twink gay vampire. Well, that's redundant. Twink vampire.
Twink vampire.
After playing Baldur's Gate, I kind of heard little bits of Astarion in Heisenberg. It was like Astarion trying to do a Nicolas Cage impression. And if you could look at a video and like listen to it, you'd be like, oh, okay, I hear a little bit of Astarion sometimes when he says certain things or the way he says certain things. That was very sad that like this man gave his heartfelt speech, poured his heart out to his audience, and they were just too fucking drunk to care.
Yeah.
And at one point, Troy had to like get on stage and like work crowd control and be like, he was like, "Hey, you studio there? I'm sorry, table there. What table are you guys? What number? Number 9? Oh, okay. You guys are in good energy. Everyone else, bad noise. Okay, you are all bad noise." That's like a kindergarten class. Like a kindergarten teacher was like, thank you, Jace, for being so quiet.
Yes.
Thank you. They do that shit. It's like that. You had to do that because you had a bunch of drunk ass adults. So needless to say, the awards themselves were great, but the ceremony was absolute trash.
Yes, dude.
And outside of the Golden Joystick Awards, we have the VGAs, aka the Video Game Oscars.
Indeed.
That's how I like to call them, except I actually like to watch it because there's this sorry, because they actually have reveals and stuff. Which, by the way, it would be kind of cool if like the Oscars had like reveals.
Yeah.
They debut trailers for stuff. That actually might help them with their viewership a little bit. If they put like trailers, like how the VGAs they put debut trailers for games that haven't been announced yet. They had really cool game announcements. Maybe they also
Yeah.
should do that. But I digress. So the VGAs recently released their nominations, and well, of course, Baldur's Gate is nominated for like a million things, but there's also um, Alan Wake 2, which came out very recently, Marvel Spider-Man, Super Mario Brothers Wonder, Final Fantasy 16. So a lot of the big games. Oh, sorry. Oh man. Oh, this gas. Jesus Christ. I feel like every show I have gas, dude. I don't know what it is. I always come here burping and shit, being all gross.
No,
I
man, you're
apologize.
eating the good shit.
All I had today was Denny's.
Ooh,
That's it. That's all I've eaten today. But it wasn't
delicious.
even good. Like the cook didn't give a fuck. He just slapped it all together. He clearly just did not give a fuck. But I digress. So as of right now, the website is open. You can actually go to the VGA website and you can actually vote on what your favorite games are for each category. For Game of the Year, we have Alan Wake 2, Baldur's Gate 3, Marvel Spider-Man 2, Resident Evil 4, Super Mario Wonder, and Legend of Zelda: Tears of the Kingdom. Now, the difference between the BGAs and the Golden Joysticks is, of course, that it's, like I said, it's primarily voted by people within the industry, so developers and gaming journalists are generally the ones who vote on this, but it's also a fan vote that counts for a certain percentage.
Like, yeah, but it's like a probably minuscule percentage. Am I correct?
I don't know what the distribution is. But for Game of the Year, it's probably going to be a toss up between Tears of the Kingdom or Baldur's Gate 3. Because the industry fucking loves Zelda. So like anytime Zelda is up, you know for a fact the industry is going to vote for it very heavy.
Yeah.
I'm rooting for Baldur's Gate 3, personally. I haven't played Tears of the Kingdom, but I love Baldur's Gate 3 that much. And I think it would be a great change of pace to have a year where a Zelda game comes out and doesn't win Game of the Year.
Win Game of the Year? Yeah, I agree.
So I think, yeah, it's going to be between those two. And I think it's going to be neck and neck. And as for the other categories, we have Best Game Direction, which is pretty much like how creative the game is. I think that will probably be a mix between Alan Wake 2 and Tears of the Kingdom.
Yeah.
Probably will, because Tears of the Kingdom has really really cool mechanics. Like
Yeah.
the mechanics themselves aren't necessarily innovative in and of themselves in a vacuum, but the way they interact with, the totality of the game, it's really
Yes.
cool. They pretty much turned into Legend of Zelda nuts and bolts.
Yes, but it
Remember
actually
that
is fun.
Banjo-Kazooie game? Yeah, except
Yeah.
it doesn't suck like that Banjo-Kazooie game. God, fucking Jesus Christ.
God.
What a fucking letdown that game was. I think that was like my first biggest letdown as a game. Like, what the fuck is this? Why am I playing Banjo-Kazooie Lego? And then we have Best Adaptation, which will 100% go to Last of Us. That's a gimme.
Yeah.
It's gonna go.
I don't know, man.
No, it's
Super
going to Last
Mario
of Us.
Brothers made $1 billion.
Yeah, but come on, it's not Last of Us.
Super
Everyone
Mario
loves Last of Us.
No, but
And you know
everyone
what? From
loves
what I hear,
Nintendo more.
it's on its own a great show, anyways. So, like, just on its
I
own
still haven't
merits, it's a
seen it.
great show. Yeah, I mean, I don't watch TV. I don't really care too much for Last of Us, to be honest. I'm really not a big Last of Us
Oh,
fan.
really?
I never even finished the first game. I got kind of bored of it by the end. It also didn't help I was playing on hard, so that game is like fucking brutal. Like more brutal than like even like Dark Souls at times it felt, at least on that difficulty. Then we have Best Narrative, Alan Wake 2, Baldur's Gate, Cyberpunk 2077, Phantom Liberty, Final Fantasy 16, and Marvel Spider-Man 2. Baldur's Gate 3 is going to win that.
Yeah.
That's going to win that.
Excellent.
Absolutely is going to win that hands down. Best Art Direction, Alan Wake 2, Hi-Fi Rush, which you played actually, Lies of P,
Dude.
Super Mario Wonder, Legend of Zelda: Tears of the Kingdom.
Honestly, dude, I love the art direction for Hi-Fi Rush. It's colorful.
As someone who hasn't played it, it looks beautiful.
Yeah. But it depends on what they want to vote for. Like, do they want to vote for fucking that gothic style? Then they'll probably do Lies of P.
I don't think Lies of P is
But
going to win it.
yeah, I mean, but to be fair, every one of the games on this list has really good art direction. So I wouldn't mind if any of them won. But
Yeah,
I
they
am
all do.
biased
Yeah,
towards Hi-Fi Rush.
yeah, yeah. Which I think is going to suffer from recency bias. I think that game
Yeah.
has been kind of snubbed
Yes.
because it was released in January.
Yeah,
Unfortunately,
yeah, yeah. I think that was probably like the first good game of this year.
yeah, it came out super early. Like it was like
Yes, dude. Like out of nowhere.
just out of nowhere. I still remember those Steam reviews where like, where were you when Microsoft Shadow dropped Game of the Year?
Yeah.
So any one of those could possibly win. I think Zelda's probably going to win because it's Zelda, and it is a
Yeah.
pretty game. But
It is.
I think it's going to be mostly because it's Zelda that's going to
Yeah.
win. Then you have best score. You have Alan Wake 2, Baldur's Gate 3, Final Fantasy 16, Hi-Fi Rush, and Tears of the Kingdom.
That one's actually hard because Final Fantasy music is always top notch. Baldur's Gate 3 music I actually listen to while I work out. So that's a
Oh,
that's
really?
a yes, dude. It's fucking dude. Oh, that's right. I never sent you the bro. Down by the River Synthwave edition. Bro.
Oh, wow. Okay.
And I
That
know
sounds
you
cool.
I know you like synthwave.
Yeah,
So
I do like Synthwave.
I gotta send you that. But
I
anyway,
do like Synthwave. Yeah,
so
send me
yeah,
that.
Baldur's
I
Gate
can share
3,
it with you.
Final Fantasy,
Then next we have Best
Hi-Fi
Audio
Rush. I
Design,
mean, of
which
course,
is
bro.
Alan
It's
Wake
got
2.
freaking gameplay where you
Then you
rock
have
out to
Dead Space
music
Remake, which
with
I
each
feel is
hit,
also suffering
and
from
then
recency bias.
and
What?
then what?
Did you break up there?
Oh damn, no, sorry. Oh, I thought you were just being silent to let me speak. Sorry, what was the last thing you
Oh,
heard?
I was saying Best Audio Design. I didn't hear anything from you. I heard something, but I didn't really make sense of what you said.
Oh, I was still talking about best score in music. Whoops. God damn,
Oh, what
dude.
were you gonna say? What were you gonna say? What were you gonna say?
Oh no, I was just saying that Baldur's Gate 3, Final Fantasy 16, Hi-Fi Rush, and The Legend of Zelda all have amazing scores. So it's like really hard to choose between those four. And I've never played Alan Wake, so I couldn't tell you about their score music.
Yeah, I don't know how Alan Wake music is gonna be. Baldur's Gate 3 you played. Final Fantasy always has great music.
Yes, always,
Yeah,
always
the
has good music.
Square's music department and their graphics department always knock it out the park. Uh,
Absolutely.
but the thing is, Hi-Fi Rush is all about the music, so I'm kind of partial to it.
Yeah,
Even though I haven't played but like the whole point of the game is music. Like that's really
yeah,
the central motif of the game.
yeah, dude. Like the game literally, every aspect of the game goes to a beat. So gameplay, attacking, like it's just good. Yeah, so that's why I'm like shit, dude. It'd be cool if they won, but
Yeah, same thing with audio design. I feel like Hi-Fi Rush should win that. I mean, the other nominees are Alan Wake 2, Dead Space, Hi-Fi Rush, Marvel Spider-Man 2, and then Resident Evil 4. Which Resident Evil 4 has great audio design, but like again, Hi-Fi Rush, the entire point of the game is the audio design.
yes. So
Like that's literally the whole game. Like everything goes to the beat of the audio,
yeah,
which I imagine takes a ton of know-how. It must have been extremely difficult to do that
yeah,
because the combat synced up to it. The environment is all synced up to the music because everything's like bumping of the beat, right?
yes, dude.
Everything in the
Even
environment is
dude,
like bumping the beat.
even the cutscenes have a beat.
Yeah, so
People have,
like, how does this not win?
yeah, dude. No, people have studied the cutscenes, and apparently, even the cutscene is still within the rhythm of the game. So it's like,
Man,
what?
that's amazing. That's
Yeah, dude.
amazing. That's absolutely amazing.
You have to play it, dude.
I really hope it. I really hope. I do. I really want to play it. I really want to play it. Although that might be a next year game,
Yeah,
but
like
I definitely want to play it.
yeah,
I mean, we're not going to do our best of until next year, anyways. I want to wait till
yeah,
the
yeah,
year's
for
over
sure.
before we do our best of. But we're not going to wait until fucking March like we did last time.
Hey, we were just starting. It's not fair. It's not
That's our
fair.
first episode.
Actually, that was
For those who
our
haven't
first
listened,
episode, wasn't it?
go to our
best
first
of?
episode, best of 2022. Great
Oh shit,
discussion
you
there.
froze again. Fuck, dude.
Then we have best performance. I haven't played. Oh, I guess I'm biased to Baldur's Gate 3.
Yes.
So Neil Dubon, I hope man you win it again.
Yeah, dude. And
But they
hopefully
have
they'll
here,
listen.
Yeah, hopefully they'll listen. Hopefully, some kid won't get on stage and talk about Bill Clinton or some weird shit.
His favorite Orthodox rabbi, Bill Clinton.
Is there Orthodox rabbi? Yeah, please, please, Geoff Keighley. Like, this is twice now that some stage crasher has fucked up your show, dude. Hire some snipers, man. Just shoot whoever on site, whoever tries to get on stage. But for best performance, we have Ben Starr, Final Fantasy 16. He plays the main character, Clive. And we have Cameron Monaghan, former Star Wars Jedi survivor, who plays Cal Kestis. Idris Elba. Well, did you play Cyberpunk 27, the expansion?
Not yet.
Not yet.
Dude. I'm backlogged. I have literally so many games to play that I'm playing none of them right now. It sucks.
Yeah, I feel you on that. Then Melody LeBird for Alan Wake 2. She plays Agent Sage, which is who's the other character you play as in the game. Neo Newbon, who of course plays our favorite twink vampire, Astarion. And then Yuri Lowenthal for Marvel Spider-Man 2, Spider-Man. So again, I think Baldur's Gate 3. That's my vote. That's what got my vote. I actually voted earlier today, so that's what got my vote.
Oh, you did vote. Oh, nice.
Yeah, I did vote. You have to make an account, but whatever. I just linked to my Google account. Then we have innovation and accessibility. I can't really speak about that. Games for Impact. Can you speak about that? Best ongoing game. That's literally like the same. Well, the same 5 games we get like every year, except for Cyberpunk, which I feel Cyberpunk might win it because this is the year that Cyberpunk came back.
Yeah.
So maybe it might be Cyberpunk. Best community support. Best independent game. Best debut independent game. So best independent game, we have Viewfinder, Sea of Stars, Dredge, Dave the Diver, and Cocoon. Personally, I only played Viewfinder, so I actually didn't vote for this category because I wanted to play Sea of Stars first.
Yeah.
Although Sea of Stars will probably win because come on, it's a Chrono Trigger game.
Yeah.
And Chrono Trigger is like one of my favorite games of all time. Did you hear about the controversy with Dave the Diver?
No, what happened with Dave the Diver?
So apparently, Dave the Diver, the devs came out and
said,
"Hey, like, we're not."
Hang on.
God damn, bro. You back? I'm back?
Yes, now you're back.
Oh my god. Jesus Christ. Okay. So with Dave the Diver, apparently Dave the Diver, the studio behind it is owned by Nexon, which is a huge Korean publisher. I believe they're Korean. Are they Korean? I think they're Korean. Yeah, so they're like the biggest game publisher in Korea. So the publisher came out and were like, "Hey, like what the fuck? We're not indie. Why are you putting us in the indie category? Why can't we be in the game of the year category? Like we're a AAA game." Or we're not a AAA game, but like, we're not small time either.
That's fucking funny. Sorry, that's I don't know why they
so yeah, Nexon is pissed. Best debut game, Pizza Tower's gonna win that.
Oh, absolutely. Pizza Tower is fun.
Pizza Tower's gonna win that. I gotta play that. Yeah, Pizza Tower's gonna win that. I voted for Viewfinder because it's a game I played.
Yeah.
Yeah, Pizza Tower's gonna win that. Best mobile game, who gives a fuck? Best VR game.
Honkai Star Rail.
Yeah, Honkai Star Rail. Yeah, it's gonna be Honkai Star Rail, but besides that, who gives a fuck? Hello Kitty Island Adventure. Wait, what?
Oh, dude, you didn't know that that's an actual game? Dude, I told my dad about that, and he laughed. Oh my god, he laughed so hard. But yes, dude, there's an actual Hello Kitty Island Adventure in IRL.
Oh my god, the South Park fan of me is just elated.
Yes. Oh my god, dude.
I don't play Warcraft.
I play Hello Kitty Island Adventure.
That was like 15 years ago. What the hell? All this has been going on. What? Butters, please go right now and buy the world sensation World of Warcraft before we all murder you. And selling computer before we all murder you. Okay.
There it is. Hello Kitty Island Adventure, dude.
Oh my god. Okay. Best VR AR game: Gran Turismo 7, Humanity, Horizon Call of the Mountain, Resident Evil Village, Synapse. Okay, so obviously, like, you just got a VR, but you haven't played any of these games. I do not have a VR headset, so obviously I never played any of these games.
Yeah.
But my penis tells me Resident Evil Village for reasons. So I'm just going to go for that. No particular reason why. Just my Penis told me to. Then Best Action Game. So we have here Armored Core 6, Dead Island 2, Ghost Runner 2, Hi-Fi Rush, and Remnant 2. I only played Armored Core 6, so I voted for Armored Core 6. But I hope Hi-Fi Rush wins it.
Yeah, well, I mean, something. Armored Core was good though, right?
Yeah, it's a good game. It's a very good game. But I kind of hope Hi-Fi Rush wins just because it's it's kind of the underdog. It's kind of the forgotten one.
Yes.
This year. Then Best Action Adventure, Alan Wake 2, Marvel Spider-Man, Resident Evil 4, Jedi Survivor, Tears of the Kingdom. Tears of the Kingdom's probably going to win that.
Yeah.
Like 100% is going to win that. I voted Resident Evil 4, but yeah, Tears of the Kingdom's going to win that. Best RPG, Baldur's Gate.
Yeah, I'm not even going to bother.
I'm not going to list off the other nominees.
Wait. Look who's at the bottom. Look who's on that list.
Yeah. Sturfield. Yeah.
I'm sorry. I thought that was funny.
Xbox fans are punching air right now.
They're so pissed.
Best fighting game, Street Fighter 6 is going to win that, hands down. Best family game, best sports game, best multiplayer game. So this one's actually interesting because Baldur's Gate is nominated for it, which that personally gets my vote.
Dude, yeah.
Diablo 4, Party Animal, Street Fighter 6, Super Mario Wonder. Yeah, so my vote goes to Baldur's Gate 3, and I think Baldur's Gate 3 has a good chance of winning.
Yes, well, dude, I mean that was the whole appeal of the game, like literally playing D&D with your friends. So,
I think the only one that could possibly win is maybe Street Fighter 6, but that's it.
Maybe
because it is a multiplayer game and it's a very good game and it got very, very highly reviewed.
Yes,
but knowing the industry, there's probably not a lot of hardcore fighting game players because obviously fighting game genre is very niche.
Yes.
Whereas Baldur's Gate 3 has a much more mass appeal to it.
Yeah.
Then we have most anticipated game, Final Fantasy VII Rebirth, Hades 2, Like a Dragon Infinite Wealth, Star Wars Outlaws, and Tekken 8. For me, I voted Final Fantasy VII Rebirth because, of course.
Yeah, of course.
Final Fantasy VII Remake is absolutely amazing, and I've been waiting for Rebirth for a while now. And now that I have my brand new PS5, I can actually buy it on launch day and just play it. And that comes out in February, so I'm looking forward to February. I'm probably gonna buy it at launch. And then we have Content Creator of the Year. I don't know any of these people except Iron Mouse. That's the only one I know, so I voted for her. Best Esport Game, yada yada. Esport Athlete, Best Team, Best Esport Coaching. Okay, so that's it for the VGAs. So we look forward to seeing who wins, and of course the big reveals too, because obviously it's going to be reveals all around. So any thoughts? I know I've been kind of talking. Let me kind of dominate.
No, man. You've been listening. You've been talking, and I've been listening. And I'm pulling for Baldur's Gate and for Hi-Fi Rush to pick up a few wins. Because although that was kind of forgotten, that still is an excellent game, and they actually added to it. They added like an arcade mode to it and shit like that. So I just hope they pick up a few wins, but I really hope Baldur's Gate sweeps because it's great. It's a fucking good game.
It's amazing.
Well, I mean, we'll suck it. We'll suck its dick at a later episode. Don't you worry, it's coming.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Oh, wait till next year, bro.
Yeah.
Wait till next year when we do our best, fucking, because we've been slopping that game's knob for the past like 4 months now.
Oh my god.
In fact, I've been thinking about asking you to go back and so we can resume our campaign.
Yes, dude. We got to finish our tactician. Dude, we have to finish our tactician run.
Yeah, we really do. But Overwatch.
Yes, bro. And I gotta romance Karlak. I gotta finish. She's bae. I must finish.
Yeah, you have your girl, I have my girl.
We'll
well, my true girl's a Bazel, but
yeah, Bazel. Nice, very nice.
Yeah, that's my true girl. But for right now, the goth girl will do.
The goth girl will do.
I already wooed Bazel. I saw
If it
people calling
were-
Shadowheart Shart now.
yes.
I was watching Flats' stream because he's playing Baldur's Gate for the first time,
Oh,
and
really?
he was playing on Tactician, and Shadowheart kept dying over and over again because the AI, I guess, just hates her. So everyone's like
Yeah.
saying, "Shart, no, no, they got Shart, they got sharded." But with that being said, that concludes our episode for today. Our very messy, technically chaotic episode,
Technically chaotic episode. Could not agree more.
but we got through it. And with that, you want to sign us out?
Absolutely. Thank you so much, guys, for listening to us. We really appreciate all the support. Be sure to leave a like and subscribe. You can also catch us on Apple Podcast, Amazon Music, and Spotify. Be sure to leave a comment for any stories that you want us to cover in the future. And yeah, and I guess we'll see you in the next one.
Yeah, we will see you soon. So with that, good night, good afternoon, good morning, wherever you are. Peace.
Bye.